go so fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger.
Almost. It's the 31st. We are doing a 2024 review of the year.
And also around, I guess, 11 o'clock our time, 12 o'clock Eastern, we're going to switch over to the countdown.
And hello to you, Paris Paradox, I believe is how you say your name. I am bad at reading, so I'm just going to assume. And thank you for that duck bat. The dancing duck boy is so cute.
Also, you pre-gamed.
What?
You pre-gamed. You drank a little before you...
Oh yeah, I'm slightly drunk. I think it's gone down. I don't think I'm as drunk.
Alright.
You know, my Vtuber model looks drunk because why she always have blushy face, I don't know.
Alright, let's go.
Go.
Extratug.com for exclusive content that YouTube won't let me post, and also a bunch of perks you have to see to believe.
All right, so we didn't stick the landing on this one. That's not to say that this year has been a masterfully crafted floor routine. It's been a pretty
So stick the landing in what way?
I don't know who we voted for. I don't think I want to know, but
I don't know. I think after the corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden was essentially just a puppet corpse.
Alright.
Oh boy.
dramatic shit show front to back. But I mean, goddamn, the liberal cope inside of my heart right now is palpable. It's burning blue hot. But even though this year was dominated by a billion-dollar election cycle, a lot...
Ooh. Hulkamania!
I saw someone compare this to literally Idiocracy because... Remember we watched that movie?
Oh, yeah! With the...
Oh my god, we are living in Idiocracy. It became a movie and now it's a documentary.
We're all screwed.
We're all fucked.
That's why the aliens are here, right?
Fucking get me off the planet.
A lot of other things happened, and some of the things that happened were brat. That's a 2024 term that I hope we leave in 2024, god damn it. So just like...
Yes, please.
Maybe it's because I'm old, but I have avoided most of this. Of course, to be fair, when I was growing up, I avoided most of the trendy stuff too.
Yeah.
I grew up as an adult. I literally was a teenage adult.
No, you just grew up isolated and didn't want to deal with other people. Like me.
Yeah. Unless it's Pokemon.
Pokemon anime, which
Pokemon anime, the only thing I care about. If it's anything that has to do with popularity stuff, it can just go off into the void. I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna wear whatever the fuck I feel like wearing, and most of that has Sephiroth's face on it. Continue.
Last year, Big Tug's gonna break down the last 365 days to remind ourselves just how bad it actually was. So go ahead, sit back, pour yourself a little flute of champagne.
Talk about the cute thing.
Cute thing. What is it? It's Kitty. I love the kitty. Thank you.
We have old cat and new cat.
Old cat, new cat.
Realize that is nowhere near enough alcohol to erase the memory of this year and get out the pint glass. Here's to forgetting 2024 and trying to remember the most happy and memeable moments in the year instead of all the horrible, horrible things.
Oddly enough, 2024 went downhill towards the end of 2024.
Well, for us personally, for personal reasons.
For personal.
We'll talk about it after the video.
Wait, go get me my peppermint schnapps shake.
I'll get it after.
Give me my booze.
Now you're too.
Give me my booze. I feel like I
So
could
to
drink more
begin,
of it.
instead of watching the ball drop, let's talk about all the people who dropped the ball really hard this year. And that, whatever, it's a fun little joke. Category of the biggest ball drops of 2024. This is when certain people or entities did something that was supposed to be good, was not good, turned out to be really bad, and now we're gonna make fun of them for it. For example, let's talk about the Elmo tweet fiasco. In January of this year, whoever was in charge of the social media for Sesame Street made a simple yet devastating mistake. In a seemingly innocuous move, they had Elmo tweet, "Just checking in, how's everybody doing?" And guys,
What? How is that?
Why? What happened?
I'm scared. It's the internet.
Oh no.
this shit got way too real, way too fast. This tweet went viral almost immediately. It had over 200 million views in just under 3 days. And almost every one of the thousands of people who replied to this tweet were just trauma dumping on poor Elmo.
Just check.
I'm on 12th Street. I'm the low. I'm at my lowest. Thanks for asking. Oh my god.
Shit.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm at my fucking limit.
I'm on my 12th reason. Oh no.
Oh, people are funny.
Elmo's little ears. Does he have ears? People were saying shit like, Elmo, my wife left me. Elmo.
Oh, we are tired.
The earth is melting. Elmo, there are like 10 genocides happening at once right now. And what's worse is, Elmo left everyone on red. He didn't reply to one goddamn tweet. And I can't blame him. Elmo is canonically 3.5 years old. 3.5. And he puts the half in there because that's important to a young kid like him. Eventually, in a PR cleanup move, Elmo did a bunch of morning talk shows to talk about the tweet and how important it is to reach out to your friends, which was equally as devastating. So there was a little good with the bad here, but Jesus Christ, learn from your mistakes. Stop tweeting at Muppets. If Muppets actually had the ability to ask people how they were doing, Jim Henson would still be alive. That's a dark joke. Up next in the ball dropping category is a topic I'm very passionate about, which is the Apple Vision Pro. Do you remember the Apple Vision Pro?
Oh yeah, remember that.
Apple is known for its visionary products, its world-changing ethos, and perfectly priced technology. And they brought us big-ass tablets that acted like phones, but they just had screens, and it was $799. Get out your wallet, it's perfect technology. Make sure to buy it on launch day, because the battery's gonna shit itself in 2 years. I don't know if you could tell, but I personally fucking hate Apple. I've been a PC fanboy my whole life. Apple, I just can't understand it. I have an iPhone.
I agree. I don't care for Apple.
You know, when I was in high school, we had MacBooks. I miss them back in the day. I don't know how much Apple's changed in 20 years. I'm scared to look.
I've never been so confused using an Apple when I was in my design class back in high school.
I was bad as when I had, like, I used Apple through high school. Then went to college. I had my PC. There was Windows. Then with my last class, my photography class, we had Macintosh.
I'm getting my alcohol now.
Go get your alcohol.
Oh shit, standing up.
Here, I'll get it. You sit down.
No, I'm moving. I'm already over here.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my alcohol.
You can't drink live on stream. Let's get TOS.
No, it's not. Since when?
Since I said so. You're boring our people. Come on.
You're boring.
You're boring.
You're boring.
Why are we drinking on New Year's?
No, really?
Why are you drinking on New Year's? At least you're not driving.
I can't drive.
Oh, by the way, that's why my company lets us off on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Uh-huh.
They don't want us out driving big rigs when everybody's out drinking and driving. That's actually a thing, I was told.
The alcohol is strong in the shake.
From Red Robin of all places.
Nah, it's just me. I'm just a lightweight. I don't drink.
Alright, continue.
Because people make fun of other people for having green bubbles, but that's it. But the only thing that sucks more than overpriced Apple products is the fanboys that suckle at Steve Jobs' teeth. And in February, the geniuses over at Apple dropped the next big thing in technology, the Apple Vision Pro. Everyone go home.
Can you imagine wearing that on your face?
Isn't that like the, remember?
Oculus Rift. The VR headsets. I'm taking that away from you.
No.
Baby, they solved all of our problems. And the Apple fanboys, they were kicking toddlers in the teeth to get a screening of this thing in the stores. And what was the Apple Vision Pro? Well, let me tell you, it was game-changing technology. It was a VR headset. End of the list of what it was. You know, VR, the thing that Oculus and HTC Vive and even Steam have been doing since like 2015. Apple threw the hat in the ring, and then...
Let me know when they get VR good enough where we can live .hack.
They have VR porn.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know if he'll talk about it. The Apple sucks so bad you have to spend another, what, $500 if you need glasses.
Goody. So be extra blind.
Where these headsets, you can wear your glasses.
No, dude, premise of .hack.
Oh yeah, where you go into a coma.
Coma and you live in the video game forever.
I wonder if that's the premise for a digital circus life.
Episode 1. Someone mentioned that to me, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. At least for Pomni. It could have been a different for the other characters, but whatever, just continue.
Yeah, that's all it was. It had, like, the ability to have really good pass-through. Like, you could see the room you were sitting in and do things in front of you. But that was the difference maker. That's pretty much the only thing. And the fact that you could connect your other Apple products to the Apple Vision Pro, which every Apple product sells that as a marketing device. I can connect my PC to, like, my car. Like, that's not a big deal. It wasn't video game ready, which is a big reason why people buy VR in the first place, and it just lacked a lot of features. And this would all be okay if they sold it for $300 or $400. Fuck it, I'll give you $600 for this shitty product. But the retail price was $35.
What?
Yeah.
That's how much you spent on our new computer.
No, I spent less than this for our new gaming PC that has way, way more computing power than these fucking things do.
No, I'll just ram my face into the TV. That's how you VR.
And also to add to this, like I said, if you need glasses, you can't wear glasses underneath this. You have to buy special inserts, which means you have to send them your prescription to Apple, and they send you the inserts back for an extra, I think, $500 or some shit. I could be wrong, but...
$100. Are you people fucking stupid? Why would you purchase that? And then, just like the Cybertruck, for the first couple months, everyone really tried to, like, defend the fact that they bought it and how it's actually really useful and not shitty. I promise you it's not shitty. But if you notice, by the third month, everyone just shut the fuck up. Because it wasn't worth talking about because it was a fucking scam. Estimates for how much money Apple spent developing the Vision Pro topped $20 billion, but the company's projection of selling 800 units this year missed the mark by nearly 400,000. Their estimate was off by half, which is obviously, who do you think is buying this shit? And I don't know if you've noticed, but Apple's been not too chatty about, you know, the Apple Vision Pro. I think they discontinued it. So the ball was massively dropped, both by Apple and the fucking dorks who decided to buy this thing and flex on everybody else. There's like videos of people walking around.
By the way, the last thing I want to do is wear a $3,500 Vision headset while I'm in the subways.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna steal your shit, right?
You won't be able to see the fist coming at you in real time. It's kind of a delayed.
town with these things on, like they're wearing a Rolex. It's embarrassing. All right, up next we have Boeing, and I'm gonna be real careful about what I say in this segment because I don't want to die. But in January of this year, the door flew off a Boeing 737 plane during an.
I was just telling you about this one.
Oh yeah, didn't you just? That was in the when we were the gym.
Yeah,
That happened recently.
This happened earlier this year. I'm talking about the plane crash.
Yeah, I know that you showed me that was Boeing, right?
Yeah, that was.
I was saying that just happened.
Yeah. They didn't show the part of the plane blowing up that I showed you at Red Robin, but
It's the same company.
yeah, basically they're.
And they just killed 170 something people.
Yeah. Well, supposedly the landing gear didn't come down on the plane, and
I don't want to fly ever again.
even though you have to go to Japan,
No, can we take a boat to Japan?
I'll get you a robot, start paddling. Pick up Johnny Smalley on the way.
Alaskan airline flight. And personally, I thought if a door fell off a plane, everyone would get sucked out of it immediately, but that's not true. I think everyone lived. But that was just the old tip of the iceberg in terms of what we would find out about the Boeing folks, because turns out that wasn't just a fluke. These boys are fucking up hard. The gigantic misstep of safety called into question quality control concerns at Boeing. And it turns out over the past 3 years, Boeing has been the subject of 32 whistleblower complaints. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you should be buying louder whistles, because 32 in a row that should have done it. And in the wake of the door.
I wonder, when did he make this video? Because, okay, that what you showed me, that just happened, right?
This probably came out before that plane crashed. By the way, for the record, we flew Southwest last time we flew, and they're all Boeing 737s.
We could have died?
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to fly anymore.
Well, flying's still
I
small.
never want to fly again.
I'll buy you a parachute.
No.
I'll just get out and start flapping and take my chances with that.
No.
We're flying off, 100 more workers filed complaints. And then things get really super dark, and it's why I'm scared to talk about this topic. In spring of this year, 2 high-profile whistleblowers were gonna testify against the company, and then they, died. Mysteriously, they died. But that's tragic, but it's nobody's fault. Nobody is to blame for the deaths of these men. They were at their own devices. Joshua Dean died suddenly of complications from staph infection, and John Barnett died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. You know.
Yeah, it's just
But why?
self-inflicted gunshot wound to the back of the head. That's a joke, by the way. I'm joking on that part. That's a joke. Let's continue.
Classic, I'm about to testify in front of, Congress kind of move there, shooting yourself with a gun. A friend of Barnett's even claimed he told her if anything happens, it's not suicide. But, suicide. People are often, doing pranks surrounding their own deaths. They're often like, this is going to be a good mystery. We shouldn't really look into this further, and I personally will not be doing that, okay? But Boeing did drop the ball in a wider sense. What else? We have the Drake and Kendrick beef, and there's opinions on that, but I would say Drake dropped the ball because he lost so hard that he sued the record label or whatever the fuck. That's just bad looks all around. So we're gonna give it to Drake for dropping the ball on that one. Also, the fact that he sued the record company for pumping up numbers on Kendrick's songs, but he didn't sue Kendrick for defamation for calling him a pedophile. Little telling there, Drake. To one of hip-hop's greatest moments in culture, to one of hip-hop's lowest moments in culture, we get Ray Gun. The Australian breakdancer who broke the internet at the Summer Olympics with her, I'll say it, dog shit performance. When you think of...
That was memed for a month straight.
Talk about improv dance.
I still love the meme. I still love that meme I saw of, what happens if you spray a roach with a full can of Raid and it's sitting on the floor? Oh, there was a football player. When he got his first...
Oh, yeah.
He got his first touchdown, he did that dance in the...
I'm surprised it has... it's big when they make a Fortnite dance with it.
Breakdancing, you do not think of pretending to be a kangaroo. What the fuck is this? I'm only partially blaming her for this one. It's unbelievable that she was able to get away with what she did there. But there is so much going on here that is wrong. Not just her terrible white person attempt at something so inherently black. It's just that it didn't seem like a black person was involved in any of this. The other dancers, yes, but the Australian shit, what the fuck? She can try and justify her performance by saying it's her vision of self-expression and how that's what breakdancing is all about. But in reality, her performance amounts to someone who has no business occupying a space space and deciding to do whatever the fuck they want while they're there. At its very best, it was disrespectful. Like, give that fucking position to someone else who's at least better at breakdancing. And you might think this lady would know better because she's a researcher and lecturer who studies the cultural politics of breakdancing. And that just goes to harken back.
She tried.
So she's a professor, not a... Oh my god.
Back to the fact that academia has got its head so firmly shoved up its own ass it doesn't know where it is. All right, that was enough.
Yes.
Let's move on to our next category, which is much more fun, which is the memes of the year. Now, memes are probably one of the most subjective things I could discuss in this video. I mean, we all have our own algorithms. We all get our own curated source of brain slop on our feed, so to each their own. I'm not sure how popular every meme is actually going to be. So I'm just going to hit the ones that seem to be the most influential this year and see just how far off base I am from the common memer. Number one, of course, we have Rap Boy Summer. This was very important to me. This was a very big moment in my life. Sure, they paved over the famous rat pothole in Chicago, but they couldn't pave over the adult horniness for rat-shaped men this summer. Someone on the internet noticed that, for some reason, all the hot boys in Hollywood right now have a mousy-ass...
Wait, those are hot?
To someone they are.
That's what hot is? They look ugly. I'm sorry, no.
Dustin a rap boy.
quality to them. You've got Jeremy Allen White, Barry Kogan, Glenn Powell, Mike Feist, and me. They were talking about me, I would assume. I mean, after literally years of you guys calling me Rat Boy in the comment sections, I can only assume that was a profession of lust for me and not just you guys being really mean, because that would hurt my ego and devastate my brain. And also, overall, it was a big dub for short, mousy men that are out there. It's been a tough for us for a long time. This just helped us out a bunch. Also, I didn't know when to bring this up, but someone made this fan art of me a few months...
Oh, imagine getting roasted so hard someone actually drove.
Make it go away.
It's back, and it is horrifying, and I just, the YouTube people, I put it on my Twitter, you guys don't know about this at all, so I just thought you guys should take a gander into what my fan base is like. Next up, we have the Hawktua girl. Oh boy, do I
burn
love
it
Hawktua
with
girl.
fire.
Wondering where we're at as a culture? Consider the Hawktua phenomenon. One of the biggest memes of the year was a video of a cheerful young Southern belle describing how she gobbles knob. I'll admit there's something charming about her.
I wish there was a way to roll my eyes. Let's see.
Can I just, like, total recall?
Did I roll my eyes? Did I do it?
I don't think you can on your model. There you go.
It worked.
Yeah. Oh my, at least she's going down her downfall now, so I'm glad.
Burn and fire.
Frank assessment and expertise. And now, just like any other semi-successful white person, except for me, she has a podcast. The show is called Talktua, and it's on Jake Paul's podcast network. Now, despite everyone's ability to pretend...
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Thank you, Papa Meat, for that.
And like they don't give a shit, she definitely has something going for her. Her podcast is currently the 5th most listened to on Spotify, which I cannot believe.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen.
It's also spawned a great spin-off podcast called Talking Talktua, where these two guys sit down and like swirl their wine and talk.
And people give you shit for being an anime woman on the internet.
Who gave me shit?
I'm just saying, people give VTubers shit for being anime women. And people listen to this shit!
Hey, my dribble is at least more entertaining than that dribble.
Oh my god.
Very seriously, and break down every episode of the Talk to a podcast as if it's like drama. You guys should look into it. It's fantastic. But here's the thing. I think the Talk to a girl, or at least the people surrounding her, are genius.
If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now. And you guys should be kissing my ass. Because I'm trying to do something dope.
Not because she's some kind of comedian George Carlin, but her ability to stay relevant through hate and just, people talking shit about her is awe-inspiring. It seems like at every moment people start to forget about her, she ends up at like a fancy house party and people take videos of her and people are like, why don't I get to live that life? Or she gets a podcast on Jake Paul's network, someone else everyone hates. She just knows how to stay culturally relevant in a cycle of hate and, she's fully aware of that. She was just a normal, she doesn't give a shit. She would just...
Hey, baby.
Huh?
If she can make it on YouTube, on the internet, you can make it on the internet.
You think?
You're a drunk VTuber. You have more personality, more effort into this than she did by spitting on peepees. You were taking a drink what you did.
Bleh, bleh.
I do it on that thing.
I'm a bomb tour.
Be a school teacher if any of this was going back to normal. And since we're on the topic of absolute brain rot, how about we give it to the Costco guys? I love these dudes. We bring the boom! So in order to truly appreciate...
I don't know. This one, that's just more wholesome. It's funny and it's wholesome.
Until Papa Meat got a hold of it.
And then, yeah. But even still, like, they're not... I don't see them being controversial. I mean, they're... At least they're a little more original.
I guess. I mean, it's... Duh. I mean, they're
Appreciate
what,
the father-son
store.
Well, they're just kind of being neat.
Duo that is the Costco guys. We have to give a round of applause for the extremely annoying 2023 meme format, where X, of course we Y. Like, I'm a white guy, of course I'm racist. That's the format of the meme. That meme was dying, but these guys capitalized on it in a huge way. AJ and Big Justice took that meme's final dying breath and used it to breathe life into their socials with a Costco version. And that worked.
What?
I'm an anime waifu. Of course I have jiggly tits. Woo, 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 woo.
To an amazing degree. Like, it was uncanny how they acted in it. Like, it was very, like, I don't know how to describe it. They seemed soulless, but in a beautiful...
By the way, I found the dad of the kid, he used to be a wrestler.
Yeah, didn't we watch a thing about that?
Yeah.
Beautiful American way. Now AJ and Big Justice have become the Costco guys, and their lore is weird. AJ is a pro ex-wrestler. Big Justice is a small, portly child. The Rizzler comes into play down the line, who is not a child of the family, just a family friend, I believe. And they all scream about double chunk chocolate cookies and chicken bakes from Costco. And now they just do whatever they want. Like, they're doing food reviews, they made a catchy little song, they're actually doing WWE wrestling, like the...
What?
Oh, cool. Good for him. He got back into entertainment. That's cool.
You've been out of WWE for a while, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The whole family.
WWE's dead to me ever since The Undertaker retired.
Ever since they lost to Roman Reigns.
Which was bullshit. No. That was a bullshit match and you know it.
They use the boom meter to rate food on a rating of boom or doom. I like these guys. It makes me happy to watch them. And yes, at the very most, it's brain-dead internet activity. I would say I enjoy these videos in an ironic sense more than anything. But this is like the exact opposite of why the Talk to a Girl works. Like, I think a lot of people just want to see these guys do well. They're living the dream, and they seem like a good family to do it. Now, do I see this ending in tragedy when the money stops coming in and the dad already put a down payment on a mansion and now he's making the Rizzler and Big Justice do dance moves on TikTok and screaming at them? Yes, that's obviously gonna happen. But for right now, we're doing good, baby. I'm happy to watch it. Up next we have the...
I mean, anyone with kids and entertainment, you never know. I hope he stays wholesome, but you never know.
Wonka experience, or Willy...
Oh, this!
Wow.
Oh, yes, the AI Willy Wonka experience that fucked up so bad. I remember Charlie was talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Something I completely forgot to happen. The Wonka experience in Glasgow happened to be a lot of people's first experience with AI-generated marketing. And if I know anything about AI, it usually means someone is lying to someone else. Parents bought tickets.
Where was this at?
Oh, in Britain.
Oh. So this doesn't even affect us. Why are we talking?
It's for this. Fun, whimsical, definitely dodging a trademark, but you know, no red flags besides that. But what they got was this. That looks like they're making meth, and that lady looks like she often makes meth. A lot of dreams died in that Glasgow warehouse. It was all a scam.
Willy Wonka in the meth lab.
It literally was like a big empty room with like a ball pit, and like there was one station, and there was also a creepy creature that was not in the book that was there named the Unknown. There was just so many bad things that happened.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Did you not watch the full Charlie video?
I know, but it's been a while since I watched it. I forgot.
Parents were so angry that they even called the police. And imagine getting scammed so bad that you step outside the building and dial 911 or whatever fucking Ireland has. I don't know what numbers they have. But yeah, good meme all around. Made me laugh my ass off the first time I saw it. That Oompa Loompa lady is fucking hilarious. And then we have Moo Dang and Pesto the penguin.
I did not hear about the penguin, but Moo! I love little Moo! He's so cute! He's a great tape!
recap, Mudang was a baby
Sausage.
pygmy hippo that everyone thought was super cute and they made memes about her. And Pesto was this freak of nature baby penguin that was growing exponentially fast, and people made memes about him as well. So there's two animal memes going on at once, and to be honest, I'm
Didn't know
Team
that the one
Pesto.
was.
I kind of don't really fuck with Mudang at all. I mean, first of all, Pesto, he's a fucking miracle. A giant baby penguin towering over his relatives, and he still has the fur coat, and he waddles behind his mom like a penguin, even though he's...
Oh, he probably has that one,
Gigantum.
gigantism, gene thingy.
Is he gonna be like the super penguin when he
Super penguin.
gets... I didn't even know about this.
I didn't know about super penguin. That sounds so cute.
gigantic. How often does that happen? I'm not a scientist, but that seems like something to look forward to. But then, like, Mudang is just a baby hippo. That happens every time there's a baby hippo. But Pesto, walking up to the glass at the enclosure and showing off his massive girth, being proud of it, that's something I can get behind. That's my king. So let's cap off the meme section with the notoriously underplanned New York Dublin portal. Do you remember this?
Oh,
An interactive
yeah.
video art installation was set up to live stream between the cities, and it was immediately abused horribly. You'd think it was the Americans on the side of the portal that would be the most misbehaved, and yeah, a lady like flashed her tits and they like held up potatoes, but the Dublin side was way worse. Dublin displayed pornography, they exposed their genitals and projected profanities from their phones, and they like would not stop showing pictures of 9/11. Like that's
What? I could have sworn that it was our side that was doing the pornography and stuff.
Apparently both sides, but they took it to the next level.
Ooh.
pretty much the majority of what they were doing. And in hindsight, that's
They were doing the Johnny Somali to us.
Oh my god. This is payback for Johnny for unleashing him on the world.
pretty funny. I found that pretty humorous, but like I understand why they would have to shut the portal down. The screen was temporarily turned off, and I guess they rebooted it with more security and truncated hours, but I haven't heard anything about it since. But now they're putting one up in Philly. There's a portal in Philly. I don't know where it's going to attach
Oh, this is not going to end well. If it's in Philadelphia, it's not going to end well.
Ooh.
to, but do you think it's gonna be better? Philly is a fucking nightmare city full of nightmare people. We have one more that I snuck in here. We have Freak Bob. Maybe this was just on my feed. Does anyone know what Freak Bob is? Chris, you're gonna have to dig a little bit, but Freak Bob, you'd be watching like a reel of a meme, and then while you're watching it, Freak Bob would call, and then you're like, what the fuck? And then it would go away, and you're like, who the fuck was Freak Bob? And then one time, someone answers the Freak Bob call, and it's a really sad voicemail. So Chris, just put it up. It makes me laugh every time.
Hey man, it's Freak Bob. Thanks for answering.
All right, it's a good thing we had top of the shelf memes to look at while we stayed inside and scrolled on our phones this entire year, because most of the world was breaking apart and melting down. So let's go down the list of all the things that made me contemplate the meaning of life in the category of shit that went wrong this year. Okay, so number one, global temperatures rising. They keep doing that. They won't stop doing that. 2024 was the hottest year ever recorded, beating out 2023. So upward curve of hell. Earth has seen 540 consecutive months with temperatures above the 20th century average. Scientists predict temperatures will rise more in the next 50 years than they have in the previous 6,000, and the effects could displace hundreds of millions of people. And quick note to the people who think man-made global warming is a myth. Are you still thinking that, or like, do you just think like, are we screwed? Like the Earth is just doing that?
You know, it wasn't that warm around here this year, I swear.
We're in
the Midwest, but it didn't feel like it was that much warmer where we were. I don't know.
It's hard to notice. I mean, it's winter right now. It's cold.
Yeah, and it's going to probably start snowing here in the next couple hours.
Yeah,
So,
but I don't know.
We didn't have a white Christmas, we had a white Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it snowed on Thanksgiving. That was different.
Itself, like, wouldn't you want to try and stop it as best you can? Because obviously we're all going to die.
You know what? How? How do we stop this? Really? Realistically, how?
I don't know.
There's no way. You can recycle all the fuck you want. It's not gonna make a difference.
Let's just continue.
Have you looked up wet bulb? Do you know what? Look up wet bulb and get back to me. Just who cares? Let's spend a little money and try and fucking fix this shit. At the very least, stop letting people dump shit in the ocean. I don't know. Why are you so against saving the Earth? It's so...
Yeah, maybe at least stop dumping shit in the ocean. Can we at least do that much?
Tell that to the people who's doing it. They don't give a fuck.
weird to me. In the same vein of the Earth shitting on us is the triple hurricane. If God is real, he's so mad at us. But the triple hurricane was just one in a long line of doomsday appetizers. Between July 13th and 16th, Americans saw as over 79 tornadoes break out. The remake of the movie Twisters came out also, so maybe that was like a
That movie sucked.
It was a Hallmark movie. I swear to God, it was a fucking Hallmark movie.
The original was better, but it was still better than Into the Storm.
Oh my God.
Fuck that
marketing
movie.
campaign, but still not good. The economic damage of Hurricane Helene or Helene, whatever, I don't remember what it's called, alone is estimated to cost between $225 and $250 billion.
Oh, yeah.
And also, people...
Oh yeah, that flooded North Carolina bad.
Oh.
That was the one that went up like along the Appalachians. Mm-hmm. It flooded North Carolina or South Carolina. No, it was North Carolina really bad.
Sheesh.
All right.
People think that the liberals did it. People think that the liberals made the hurricanes. A good portion of Americans actually believe that. What do? What are we supposed to do? Like,
Really?
a lot of us have gone completely insane since the pandemic.
Who thinks we made hurricane?
No. Specifically, who thinks liberals made... where do you get this information from?
It's probably some idiot on Twitter. Anyway.
Literally, people have lost their minds. What do we do? Speaking of which, let's talk about brain rot. I mentioned it earlier, but brain rot is a real problem to me. But the string of nonsense that has got Gen Alpha cackling seems pretty different. The issue here is that kids have taken very specific moments in recent meme history, strung them together, and put them in incomprehensible sentences that are only funny to people who are in the know.
Were you the Peter Griffin skin in the only up obby? Jinx, you mean Edge Sesh. You got me. This is so crazy. It's like I woke up in Femboy Furry Land. Like, is this cat? Chat, is this?
My brain, it hurts.
Here, I can do better. Bibbidi Bobbos me and Snick, I know some now with the house with the cat. But about a snack with the yummy with the young gal to us now. But after what the cat traps out, the cow get it down with it. Moo. Ah, moo.
How could you say all those slurs? We can't say all those slurs out loud.
It's cause I'm...
Mental illness is what this is. But each one of those words in that sentence has a...
What?
My brain stopped mid-speech.
Yes.
a history and a lore behind it that only the most fucking internet savvy people could ever understand. We continue to live in a plausible deniability of what, you know, the internet is doing to our brains. But 2024 might be the last year we can do that because Gen Alpha is cooked. They are fried. Next up we have P. Diddy. You guys know about P. Diddy, what happened with him this year? I don't think we need to jump in this one too deep. It just turns out that P. Diddy was to hip hop and celebrities as Epstein was to celebrities and the government.
It makes me wonder if D. Pitties needs to change his name.
I love the memes that came out of this. I was on the cops trying. They did like a meme of it was like some lubed up slide, and the cops trying to crawl up Diddy's house.
If that makes sense. He was a fucking prolific, horrible sex maniac that I can't. YouTube will cut my dick off if I talk about him in too much detail. So let's move on to our next category, which is Villain of the Year. Which now that I'm realizing P. Diddy should have been in that, but he was a network.
For me, Sephiroth. Sephiroth.
I think these are real life villains of the year.
I don't care. He's showing he's showing also DC characters, but whatever. Sephiroth.
A badness. Like, he was way more than a villain. So in terms of villains this year, we have Trump. And I don't want to get that is political, but like, even if you wanted him to win, obviously he is the villain in that story. It's like a movie style plot. He has gold hair, he lives in a tower, he has henchmen, that's a villain. He is a villain. Moving on, next up we have Watcher. Remember that shit? Do you remember these fucking guys? I made a joke video about it.
Oh yeah, didn't Nux talk about this? These guys,
I would argue that Biden and Kamala are good villains too.
They're all... Anyone
in politics makes a good villain.
In like 30 seconds at 11 at night one time, and that video did almost as good as any other video I've made. I almost pivoted to short form skit comedy. But the biggest PR disaster in 2024 had to belong to the crew at Watcher. The popular channel announced that they were leaving YouTube and putting their content behind a paywall. And not like Extra Tug, where I've been making content specifically for like that paywall media. They said, hey, you know that shit you enjoy watching? We're gonna take it all and we're gonna put it over here. You're gonna have to pay us for it. And that's fucking insane.
It'd be like you putting our videos or our live stream behind an actual paywall.
That's retarded.
Yeah.
I just not watch it then.
They didn't think about that part.
If you know anything about making stuff on the internet, is that you can't give something for free and then take it away from people. You can make new things that they can buy, but like, once you do that, it's over. They made a dramatic video called Goodbye YouTube and their subscribers dropped like flies. Apparently, watching grown men pretend to be scared of ghosts for $6 a month isn't worth it. I like Watcher. I don't know why I'm being so mean, but like, come on, guys. Viewers thought this showed the channel had lost touch, and in 3 weeks following their announcement, they lost 1.3...
And $60 a year.
It's not worth it. Sorry, your content is not worth money to be spent like that.
It'd be like Mark.
I've never even heard of you.
It'd be like Mark and Jack or anybody or Gundam doing that.
Yeah. But they were
3 million subscribers. They quickly launched an apology and took back some of their paywall restrictions, but the damage was done. Honestly, their channel was the only one that didn't benefit from this announcement. So many YouTubers, including me, benefited off of this by making fun of it. It was like literally almost philanthropy that they did for the rest of us. It was really fun while it lasted. Next up, we have Mr. Beast. What a 180 and 360.
Oh.
So, the whole Mr. Beast lore is he was a good guy, and then he became a bad guy because of stuff.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
We're not a Mr. Beast fan because we're not 12.
Yeah.
65 days. When it comes to actual charity, I believe we should leave most creators out of it, because in an industry that cares about nothing but cold hard clicks, you get frauds like Mr. Beast. Now, I'll be fully upfront, I've never watched a Mr. Beast video. Not once in my life. I've watched the first 3 minutes of one, and then I realized the editing style and YouTuber voice is something that's only for, like, once again, brain-rotted Gen Alphas. Like, I cannot handle that. And also, as a YouTuber myself, watching someone succeed to that degree makes me sick to my stomach. It is a jealousy thing, and I'll admit that. Anyway, that's my personal taste.
For the record, Mr. Beast, last I looked, had 300 million subscribers.
Yeah. What does he do? Just
Brain rot. It looks like game show, but brain rot.
Can I be brain rot enough?
You got 2 reasons for it to be brain rot.
Oh.
That specifically doesn't make you a villain. What does make you a villain is rigging contest results, faking videos, and creating giveaways that are essentially illegal lotteries aimed at children. And then there's the whole Chris thing, which wasn't Mr. Beast's fault, but it wasn't a good look. And now there's
Basically, the Chris thing is he was targeted to underage fans.
There's talks of insider trading, and people are proving the fact that he used AI to make his charity videos seem more charitable. Listen, I'm not saying all of this shit is true or that he's a bad guy, but some of this is obviously true, and that would make him a bad guy. But I guess that's what happens with all creators. Which, holy fuck, that's gonna happen to me. I wonder when the YouTube dam is gonna break over my forehead. But enough about the villains, let's talk about the heroes of the year. Let's make things happy for a second. Up first, we got Elon Musk. Elon Musk turned Twitter into X, which I can't do this fucking bit. You ruined Twitter for me. There's like actual Nazi shit.
We don't have Twitter, so we're indifferent.
Indifferent.
Although I will agree, community notes is the best thing Twitter ever did.
I don't know what.
It's basically when someone posts some bullshit tweet and then someone posts an actual community note saying the truth underneath it.
Oh.
On my feed right now. Like,
it's funny to see people actually start fighting the community notes.
Oh.
I'm not interacting with it, but they're like, there's people praising Hitler in my algorithm. He's a fucking idiot. Anyway, moving on. Instead, I think, personally, a good hero of this year is Chapel Roan. I've been having a lot of fun with Chapel Roan. Chapel Roan is bringing back 2000s pop star diva vibes, and we've been missing out on that for a hot minute. Sure, we've had Taylor Swift for years, but her vibe is like horse girl vibes. You know, it's like a girl who brags about how good her handwriting is. But Chapel Roan, she's doing something for all of us. She's doing something for the pink pony girls out here, including me. She's larger than life. She's a lightning rod for culture that's fun for a change. She's empowering without being bland like Katy Perry. And edgy.
I could care less.
Yeah, we don't know. We're not pop.
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Here, if you want a good, I guess, music artist, Ado. Ado is the best music artist I know.
Without doing whatever the fuck Charlie XCX is doing, which is cocaine. Chapel Roan put in the work too. She's been fucking toiling around for 10 years before she finally got her big break. Honestly, that's an inspiration to creatives everywhere. That's hero material. And yeah, she keeps canceling shows and telling her fans to fucking chill out every once in a while, but we need that. We need that in our culture right now.
Simp? Simp much?
Alright, continue.
Simp much.
Culture and parasocial relationships have gotten way too fucking insane. It's like that idol culture in Korea. She did a good job pointing that out and did it with a little bit more elegance than Doja Cat did a few years ago. Chapel Roan has not given up, and she's doing it on her own terms, and for that, I am a pink pony girl. Pink Pony Club. I love that song. Next up for the hero of the year, we have the Yankees. As a Boston fan, let me explain. These guys were the heroes of the baseball world, willing to lay down their...
To be honest, could care less. Again.
Yeah, we're not baseball people, as you can tell.
We're not sports people at all. Like, I won't even watch sports anime, except for one. Only one sports anime is good to me, and that's Blue Lock.
What about NASCAR? Does that count?
NASCAR's not a anime.
What about a sport?
It's fine.
Our lives so we could be free to enjoy ours. The villainous Yankees finally took the role of the heroes when they fucking choked so goddamn hard in the World Series. God bless the Yankees. They lost so fucking hard, dude. Oh my god, they lost so hard. It was so nice. They choked harder than a toddler at a Cheesecake Factory. They ate more shit than Charles Lawton. Going to Manhattan and watching Yankees fans every game slowly lose hope, pretend like they had a chance. It gave me 10 more years on my life. Hating the Yankees is more important to me than loving the Red Sox. I swear to God.
Damn.
Yankee Stadium and Yankees can go suck a big fat wiener. Every day of the week, baby. And also, last second shout out for Hero of the Year, Simone Biles. I love Simone Biles so much. If I could spend a day with anyone at their job, sign me up for a Simi B. I want to see her work in action. She's got spunk, charm, and she nailed the Yurchenko double spikes, whatever the fuck it is, so emphatically that they renamed the move after her. She's only 4'8" and can jump the height of 12 feet. My short queen is living above the rim, and the Olympics this year, even though Ray Gun kind of ruined it for a lot of people, she was the shining star. She's been so good for most of my adult life, and I feel like we don't give her enough credit. Simone Biles, you are my queen. So I'd like to end 2024 by thanking all of you, my sweet tuglets, my sweet little tuggaroos. I love making content for such a cool and frankly mentally ill community. You guys are the real ones, and that's why this channel full of Wikipedia rabbit holes and Tony the Tiger thirst traps works. So that being said, I think it's only fair if I keep it real with you guys and you know, bring up the fact that I've made a bunch of mistakes in this year in my scripts. As Redditor Arkham Inmate 11 so eloquently put it, Tug is a comedian, not a scientist. His job is to make us laugh, not make us smarter. And he's right. I get a lot of shit wrong, and I'm not doing it up.
Yeah. I mean, he's an entertainer. Entertainers are not meant to know everything. Hell, we don't know shit.
We just have boobies.
Oh, woo, woo, woo.
Turn the volume down.
I can't help it. The thing keeps falling out of
I'm just not like an
ear.
expert researcher. When I read scientific terms, I'm kind of just guessing sometimes if it gets too complicated. I fuck up a lot. So I wanted to clarify some of those fuck ups so you guys understand that I'm trying my best here and that I'm willing to admit defeat when I need to so that we can all go into 2025 with a clean slate, okay? Number 1, Antarctica. In my Antarctica video, I claimed that Antarctic sea spiders don't have any close relatives, and that was extremely wrong. The truth is they are very closely related to horseshoe crabs. Obviously, there was a lot of science shit going on the Wikipedia there, and I got confused with some of the jargon, so I regret this error.
I think that's wrapping it up.
Alright.
So I guess that was the review of 2024. Didn't say any anime though.
Alright.
What was some anime that came out in 2024?
Dan.
Dan.
The Freeway came out this year. That came out last year.
I don't remember.
I think it came out earlier this year. Dan.
Gushing
Over Magic Girls.
Gushing Over Magic. That came out this year, right?
Yeah.
Gushing Over Magical Girls. What else? Did Dark Gathering come out this year? Or was that
last year?
That was last year. Damn it.
We were watching it this year because that's when it was
dubbed.
Yeah.
What else good came out? I guess Blue Lock. Bunch of season 2s.
The first season of One Piece ended.
One Piece. Oh, the remake of Rama What Half.
The end of Yurusei Yatsuri remake.
Yeah. They could have done more with that one. I'm so upset about that. It ended so abruptly.
Yeah.
What other good stuff came out this year?
Anyway.
Well, thank you for joining us.
We're in this video here. We're going to switch over to the next one.
Bye.
I got to fix the volume real quick.
Yes, I know you do.
YouTube intro.
Hi! It's gonna be 2025, and we are gonna talk about upcoming anime of 2025.
Winter anime of 2025.
The winter animes.
The year is almost over.
That's not done.
What?
Damn it!
What?
Damn it!
What was the joke? Why do you say damn it?
Because I wasn't done talking and you went ahead and pushed play.
What were you about to talk about?
I was about to talk about Joseph.
Oh. This is the, what is this, second part, Joseph? Right before they went to the third part?
You hurt my feelings now.
Alright, Scout.
Boo.
And the best season is soon to begin. It's a time of festivities, happiness, and family. What we love this season for, however, isn't any of—
Oh, you know what came out this year?
What?
100 Girlfriends.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it came out earlier this year, remember?
It did? Are you sure it wasn't 23?
No, that was 24. It was like very early 24.
It is really hard to remember.
that. It's simply the fact that a new season is here that will bring us
good.
lots of new shows
Yeah,
to enjoy.
Dr. Sound!
That is why for today, we will be talking about the upcoming anime of winter 2025. So before we begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button and press on that bell icon and set us all to be notified about all our latest new videos. And with that, let's dive in. Winter just wouldn't feel the same if it didn't include the return of our favorite badass monarch. He is here to stay, and season 2 will be as spectacular as the previous one. And of course, I'm talking about
Solo Leveling.
Didn't that come out last year too? Did we finish that?
Yes, we finished it with our friends, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's see, Solo Leveling, season 1, I give a solid B. I started to get kind of bored with it, but I did like how the main character had the balls to murder some dudes.
Yeah.
Most main characters don't do that. So that was pretty interesting. Other than that, it feels like a video game kind of isekai anime, even though it's not.
Video game mixed with shonen.
Yeah.
Alright.
Leveling Season 2. Starting off with a bang, we are mentioning the arguably most anticipated and loved anime on the list. After the great success of Season 1 and all the aspects of the show, from the choreography to the battles, the music, and of course the top-notch animation, Season 2 was bound to happen while the hype train still had fuel in it, am I right? Well, Sun Jin-woo, just like the great Vegeta, and I quote, "I am the hype." And
You know, I will be watching Season 2. It does look really good. I am kind of looking forward to it. I hope its new opening will be fire. Ooh, they should have Creepy Nuts do the opening. Creepy Nuts have been on fire with their openings.
I don't think that'd be up Creepy Nuts alley though.
You didn't? I bet you it would be. Do you not know the opening to Solo Leveling?
I know the opening, but
It would totally.
we all
be up
can
their
agree
alley.
that this guy that was once an E-ranker is on his way to Hype Town. And nothing, I mean nothing, is going to stand in his way anytime soon. And if they did, well, he'll just add them to the collection, I suppose. One of the greatest sagas and adventures.
Yes, that baby's coming up. What is it? Season 4, right?
yeah.
I am so hyped for.
I like how now we went from, oh, we're gonna revive humanity. Now we're going to the fucking moon.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Dr. Stone, I give a solid A+ so far.
Yeah.
It's not exactly S tier for me yet. It could be, but I've been really liking it. The first season was maybe its weakest, I think.
Yeah, they had to build. It had to build its foundation.
Like I was enjoying the beginning. It's like the maybe it was the second season. I don't know. The whole thing with Tsukasa and his whole villain arc and stuff was really rocky for me. Because I was like, why are you a bad guy again? That felt really forced. But everything else is working out nicely. I loved Season 3 when we got to the island and got to meet all the new people. That was fascinating. And then the lore between, fucking...
Soyuz? Or is it?
No. Oh, yeah, Soyuz. Him being from that island and stuff. No, I'm talking about, main character, help me out here. What's his name?
Tsukasa.
Huh?
Tsukasa?
No, that's the villain.
Oh. Did your brain blink out?
Yeah. Senku?
Senku, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Senku. Okay. Senku's whole thing with his father's origin story and stuff. Stepfather. Yeah. But yeah, that was really good. I love just how fresh this anime feels, because it's not fantasy, but it's not reality. It's science-y, but it's also like fantasy in a sense. It has like a lot going for it. It's a good mixture of sci-fi and fantasy. Continue.
Is coming to an end. An end that will satisfy some, leave some baffled, and annoy some others. The restoration of humanity and the return of civilization is imminent. and closer than we think, with Senko and the gang finally finding the last key component they needed. However, acquiring this component won't be easy at all. But as we know with science and knowledge, nothing is a big obstacle. Dr. Stone's science future, well, it has been quite the journey with Senko and the company, but alas, good things must come to an end eventually.
Is it ending next season?
So it's gonna wrap it up with season 4, huh?
How? Because I was looking at the manga when we were at Barnes & Noble. There's still a lot.
That's kind of depressing now. They're gonna wrap it up quickly.
Don't do what they did to Promise Neverland.
Oh yeah, Promise Neverland. Oh no. No, season 4 is gonna be bad now. Oh no.
After the announcement of the 4th season of Dr. Stone, a sad piece of information was revealed as well. This information stated that sadly this is the final season of Dr. Stone. However, the good part is that this season will be divided into 3 parts, which means that we will have enough time on our hands to...
Oh, so they're doing the Attack on Titan route.
Oh my god, even that got annoying after a while.
Oh yeah, because they kept dragging it out.
Oh, there's another one that ended this year with Attack on Titan, wasn't it? Am I crazy? Did that end this year or was that last year?
I think that was last year.
to enjoy the show and give it the farewell it deserves. Senko this time is off to the American continent along with Usui, Chrome, Gen, and all the gang in hopes of finding the infamous corn of that land and using it to create an infinite supply of the miracle serum to cure everyone from the stoning and free them from their torment in that stone husk. And up next we have the Apothecary Diary Season 2.
Don't know
An
it.
Imperial...
Okay, you and I probably need to sit down and watch this anime, because it's up. I am kind of curious what's it about. I guess we'll get a little info right here.
Court for the onlookers seems like the greatest life of luxury anyone can ask for or even dream of. However, in reality, an imperial court is nothing but a den of snakes hoping to take out one another by any means necessary, in order to gain power and secure the throne, all for themselves. However, just how a snake secretes poison, it is also its medicine. And that is where our dear Mao Mao and Jinshi come into play, as they return for the second season of the show, solving unexplainable mysteries, curing the ill and discovering who is the snake hiding behind those incidents this time and pluck off its head for good. This
Okay, so it seems like it's gonna be kind of like a old-timey fashion, what's the word,
drama.
No. What's the era?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say medieval, and that's not right.
Well, probably in the same time, maybe, but they call it something else.
Yeah, something
Yeah, what you
Asian.
think?
I'm still talking!
Stop talking.
No! Let me finish my brain fart!
Your brain's
It's a mystery anime, okay? It's a mystery!
stakes are higher and a plethora of new characters is joining in on the story, so it is bound to get chaotic. Knowing Mao Mao, though, we can all guarantee that she will be uncovering the mysteries, hiding behind every door and making sure that evildoers get their punishment. The luckiest and most blessed guy in anime strikes yet again. A guy so damn lucky he put
100 girlfriends!
Yeah, the
Yes!
anime was and by the way, everybody,
So good.
I was someone bitching about how this anime is sexist, and then someone explained to him that this anime is actually made by a woman.
Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you! All the girls are bi.
I tell you how it's gonna end. They're gonna get to the 100 girlfriend. It's just gonna be yandere. That's how it's gonna end.
Orgy. It's gonna end in an orgy.
Issei's harem to shame. Of course, I'm talking none other than the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. Season 2. I swear, this guy just went ahead and hogged off all the luck of this generation.
I'm curious where the next archetype of women that he's going to get to add to his
Is there actually 100 different archetypes of women in anime?
I swear some of them they have to double up.
Next generation, and the next after that. Because just how damn lucky can someone be? First, he gets 2 of the hottest girls as his girlfriends in high school on his very first day. Oh, you think I was done? Far from it, my friends. This lucky bastard doesn't settle for just 2, however, he goes off to entangle 3 more girls, making a total of 5 girlfriends that each love him and almost...
And then he gets a MILF.
Yes.
He gets a MILF on top of all that. You know what? I'm still kind of shocked that the person who made this is a girl. Because you would think they would make the main character actually look good looking.
Well, not only that, the fact that they write them in a way where each individual girl gets their own spotlight, that kind of makes it like interesting. They're not like throwaway characters.
But yeah, she watched Tenchi Muyu growing up.
And decided to make it better.
This guy's just Tenchi, except not emotionally constipated, I guess.
Yep.
He's too emotional. I mean, yeah, I guess a lot of women would want that, but why not make him look good?
worship him at a certain level without a care in the world that he is 5 timing them. That was all in season 1, mind you. This time, however, this bastard is unhappy with the girls he has and the daughter, so he goes for the freaking mother. And guess what?
What?
She fell for him too. And as if that wasn't awkward enough, being his 6th girlfriend along with her daughter, this woman was so damn rich, she went and bought the entire school. The school that he was in just to be its chairman and stay close to him all day long. What's next?
Everyone's too simpy for our Tenchi. It is Tenchi!
Just continue.
No, this is Tenchi!
They're gonna have an alien girl, I bet you, at one point. They're gonna have
a demon girl,
ghost,
angel, ghost,
yokai. The
Tsunade
lady.
leaves Naruto to become his girlfriend as well. One thing I am sure of, though, this season is going to be hella absurd.
Wait, what did he say? Tsunade is gonna leave Naruto?
That's a joke.
But he would say Hinata.
Just continue.
I don't watch Naruto, but I know that much. Sheesh.
And hilarious. And up next, we have My Happy Marriage Season 2.
I never saw this.
Like any normal marriage, there will come a time that couples mostly will hate, but it's a necessity. The time to meet the in-laws. Well, this anime isn't any different. Sayamori Mio has suffered a lot in her life, and it seems like her suffering is just about getting started. Finally, they are going to meet her in-laws, the prestigious Kudo family.
I am very invested in this one.
As you can tell, this anime is not made for me.
It's a romance. It's so cute. It makes me cry.
This visit is going to be anything but fun, however. Right off the bat, like a monster-in-law, the mother of Kyoka tries to make the life of Mio a living hell, treating her like a maid in that mansion of theirs, and as if she didn't have her hands full, he showed up, out of nowhere, and by he, I mean her abusive father that abandoned her years ago. The audacity of some people, man. Well, let's just hope that Mio is up for
You
the...
gotta explain to me what's going on, because I don't know anything about this show.
Don't worry, you're not watching it. You don't need to know anything. Basically, if you want like just a basic move of this anime, it's Cinderella with romance.
Okay.
Like good romance.
Challenges coming her way and is able to manage with all the obstacles these two are going to be throwing at her. And up next, we have Unmanned Memory Act 2. Yet another gem of a light novel that was ruined purely to its poor adaptation and rushing the story. The studio did so knowing fully well that another season was already greenlit too. Something that invoked the wrath of all the light novel fans. Honestly, it's kinda understandable. However, if you forget all those problems with the adaptation and pacing, the anime is actually a pretty cool fantasy romance anime. The show even has quite the world building. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but it's still decently fair. Season 2 is here now, and let's just hope the studio learned from their mistakes. Because honestly, at this point, I don't have any idea how they're still lucrative.
If you have to say that, I might pass on this one.
It's a hard pass. I don't know what it is.
Oh well, Oscar and Tinashe's romance and gimmicks might have to carry the season around as well. After all, the romance is the best thing in this anime, and let's just have our fingers crossed that they don't butcher that as well. Now the friendly, loving spirit is back, and this time a bigger mystery than him will be revealed in the school. Are you all ready for it? It's Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2. Based on the manga of the same name,
So, we did watch season 1 of this one.
I watched a few episodes and I don't know, I just fell off of it and I guess I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I know this was a hot shit for like a minute.
Yeah. They made like some kind of mini spin-off or something too. Unless this is what he's talking about, I'm not sure.
I think this is season 2.
Okay, so the thing that they were showing wasn't season 2, it was just like random shorts.
I guess, unless it's already out and they just lumped it in the winter season for whatever reason.
No, because that was out for a while.
Alright.
Bakushonen Hanako-kun is a supernatural school story detailing events at Kamome Academy, a school shrouded by 7 mysteries. Among these mysteries is one about an entity named Hanako, where a rumor goes around that they will grant a wish for the right price. A plot twist reveals that Hanako is actually a boy, after being summoned by a girl named Nene Yashiro. And that's not all. She becomes his personal assistant in... what, you ask? Well, in exercising spirits, of course, and working on keeping the delicate balance between mortals and spirits. The show is divided into many story arcs, and backed in COVID Season 1 was only 12 episodes. And we just couldn't have enough from the gimmicks, pranks, and the relation Hanako and Nene soon build together.
Yeah, it's a really cute anime. I liked it.
Yeah, I guess I couldn't really get into it.
It's not your cup of tea.
Yeah.
And now, finally, after 4 years, 5, the show is finally back for its second season, and boy, is it gonna be a ride. The animation from the trailer is still as unique as we remember it, and just as good. The art style so far has been paying tribute to the manga it is adapted from, and for their sake, let's hope they don't change a thing. Cause I'm seriously sick and tired by now from studios changing the manga thinking it's a good idea. Well, bro, damn the irony in the series, it's just golden. But just imagine the person you fight with all day is the one you get married to. I mean, if that's not irony and fate playing its worst hand on you, I don't know what is. I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. Well, I think that...
Why do they do this where they put such long-ass fucking titles? I don't know why in Japan they do this.
Because I guess it's worded different.
Ugh.
And just when they dub it to English, it's just really long.
Sheesh.
But I don't know, slice of life, probably not my cup of tea. I'm probably going to skip this one.
Yeah.
kind of explains everything, but anywho, every season just has to have a shoujo bait here and there, and for this season, I think we found our perfect bait. Comedy? Check. Romance? Check. Main characters married, hating each other? Check. Yeah, for those of you wondering, as the title clearly states, these two individuals...
Did they just copy Rambo 1/2?
Yeah, that's kind of what that's making me think of, now that you mention it.
just hate each other in school with a freaking passion. They're always fighting and bickering between one another to the point they are almost like an old married couple. Funny enough, these two end up, by some twist of fate, actually married to one another, even though they hate each other's guts. Living under one roof and learning the habits of one another, however, will be a great way for them to get closer to each other and finally fall in love. And hey, if you're not here for the love part, well, I guess you are in luck, my friend, since they now spend their day at school and now at home. That means they will be bickering and fighting one another 24/7. And there will be no shortage of the drama or the comedy.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna work out oh so well.
To be honest, I don't care about these kind of romances like this, where they start off as, I guess, hating each other.
Yeah.
That's why when I was watching Rama 1/2 and I was like, oh, I don't like this. I only started getting interested in it when they introduced the one character.
The
pig guy, and in his relationship with the main character, and I thought that was cute.
And especially the romance anytime soon. Now up next we have Phantom Trigger, the animation.
Ooh.
Okay, riddle me this, guys. What is better and sexier than hot girls? Huh?
Phantom
Come on. You give up? Okay. Well, it's hot girls. With guns, of course.
Oh, that's where I've heard this title before. It's based off of like a game, I believe.
Either a game or a mobile game.
It's the same
5 of
thing.
them specifically. The girls are back in the series' 4th installment ever since the first installment, and this series was on a roll. Getting fans giving us amazing fights, and a cooler plot, that's for sure. Especially the girls on the show. I mean, the creator of this crew deserves the highest raise. Just chef's kiss. Yeah, they might be the usual anime girl stereotypes, but I'll be damned if those girls don't do a great job at portraying their personalities. This sequel is going to offer a lot of fights and even more action, something that is to be expected by a Grisea sequel, and as the fans of the show, we won't accept anything less than that. And up next we have Ishura Season 2. The death of the Demon Lord sure is one heck of an impactful event for a world to go through, and his death sure would leave a power vacuum in its place with all kinds of mystical entities and beasts competing for the rank.
Oh.
This looks interesting.
Maybe you watched the first season.
Of Demon King, and of course causing a decent amount of havoc in the world.
Had you actually seen it and you forgot about it?
No. I think if it's the anime, I think it is. I think it's something something Demon King something is the English title, and maybe I'm not recognizing its Japanese title there.
Oh, we could be 100% wrong.
Or I could be 100% wrong.
World and destruction comes with the job description. That's why our heroes fought in Season 1, and now they are back for Round 2 with new characters being introduced and new enemies as well.
I think I'm wrong.
And while before the enemies were straightforward, this one seems to be quite elusive and resourceful, using the shadows, winds, and illusions to hide itself from the eyes of the onlookers. I bet that's where their shrewd detective role comes in. It's nice to leave the hacking and slashing aside a bit and delve into some mental gymnastics and mysteries. That always tickles my fancy. It is quite the change of pace that I bet a lot are going to love and enjoy this season. Now up next we also have Medaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. I swear, I'll never understand when people fawn over girls day in and day out and treat them like queens. I mean,
when's the second
they
season
hate
of that?
you. This girl is called Monakawa. I mean, she literally has kawaii in her name. But anyway, this girl has a charm that could make stone turn to marshmallow, and everyone just loves how cute and adorable she is. And she knows that, and is proud of it beyond thoughts. However, this main character couldn't care less about her charms or her cutesy attitude. Despite all her efforts to charm him, nothing works with that guy.
So basically, he's dense. Where's the story going with this?
And this is driving her crazy and up a wall, desperate to get a reaction out of him. She even resorted to using her physical allure on him. Of course, that doesn't work either, but it was worth a shot. The plot twist here is that he is in training to become a monk. So
he can't.
So she's just a bitch then.
Yeah.
Such worldly desires are beneath him, and he should repress. Now she sees that as a challenge and won't rest till she breaks his
Sexual assault much?
Reverse sexual assault? She's the Harvey Weinstein of cute anime women.
Oh. This is kind of a dark anime then. No. It'd be like, oh, come on, people. Gender equality here. It'd be like if the roles were reversed. This girl's wanting to be a nun and ignoring this hot guy, and now the hot guy is like forcing himself on her. Come on, same thing.
Too bad for her. She will fall for him before he even smiles back at her. Now up next we have Ubelblatt.
Rape.
Nothing better to kick off the new year and the winter season than with a cold-hearted story of betrayal and murder. 14 youths sent to end the war in the name of the king, with the neighboring nation fought hard and won a tough victory, earning the peace they sought for their kingdom. However, such a happy ending is just too boring, right? I mean, where's the action? Where's the drama? That's probably what you guys are wondering by now, and you are right to do so. After all, the main character is accused falsely of being a traitor, has his eye gouged by his friend, his body torn up with his once allies' blades, and left there for dead to rot and decompose. Well, that's one hell of a betrayal, I'll give you that. Well, you see, our main character had other plans, and he didn't have lunch that day, so in desperation, he ate a fairy as he was dying, which ironically healed him, but changed his appearance completely into a feminine young fairy. Tough luck for him, I guess, maybe. Now the wielder of the Black Blade is seeking his killers one by one and plucking them out like a weed. You can be damn sure that this series will be action-packed, and what is better is that it has even cooler animations and better character development. Honestly, this kind of seems like it's going to be trending this season. And up next we have...
What was it called?
That on...
Bolt. About. Blout. Bolt.
Yeah, I'll start at the beginning.
It's back at her. Now up next we have Ubelblatt. Nothing...
Okay, Ubelblatt.
There you go.
Ubelblatt. I'll look that up. That looks good. I like that one. I want to watch that.
You like good gore.
It makes me think of Berserk.
And up next we have Zenshu. Sometimes as we sit and watch the cool animations, fights, the warm emotional scenes, the lovey-dovey scenes, we forget who are actually behind the stage drawing and creating these scenes for our enjoyment and entertainment. And this anime is here to remind us of those amazing people that are highly underappreciated and underpaid. This anime revolves around the story of an up-and-coming animator become director and having success.
Hard pass.
I've only watched one anime that's kind of like that, but it wasn't like the whole anime. It was just like a segment of the anime from Paranoia Agent.
Yeah.
That was the only time I was actually interested in that kind of scenario because it got into
Oshioku.
Yeah, Oshioku also had that too going on in the second season anyway.
Yeah.
But also Recreators.
Oh yeah. I never finished that.
We never got to the ending. I want it to be dubbed though. Blech.
On her first ever work released. Now, however, she is delving into the romance genre with a first love kind of scenario for a movie. Something that she has absolutely no clue about whatsoever, since she never had a first love or any prior romantic experience in the first place. She is practically stumped and has no idea how to go and where.
It's making me think of that one, It's Your Fault I'm Not Popular.
Yeah.
Except not as dramatic.
Yeah. I don't know, this is gonna be a hard pass for me.
To go with this movie. And we will be watching her let out her frustrations and finding a way to make the movie with an actually cool and alluring story. And up next here we have Okitsura, Young Love. I can still recall how good that felt back in the days.
Discount Nagatoro?
Happy Nagatoro.
One of the greatest feelings anyone can have, I'll tell you what. And this main character is just starting to experience it. Teruaki Nakamura transferred to Okinawa not so long ago, and the last thing he expected to find there was love. Love for a girl he can't even understand because of her dialect too.
Oh yeah, there's something about Okinawa. We got a new chat on Kick. Someone said hi.
Hi.
We're gonna try to stay up till midnight our time.
We're gonna try to stay on here till midnight.
But someone told me in Japan, Okinawa and Japan are completely different.
Oh, like
It'd be like explain like this. Like yes, they have the same culture, but the dialect's a lot different. Like
would be like someone all the way from say New York and Texas.
Yeah, it'd be like difference between like Boston, thickest Boston accent, and middle of Alabama, Florida Panhandle accent. Yes, they're speaking English, but they're not speaking the same English. And supposedly it's like that in Okinawa, where it's very different dialect.
Okay.
I mean, they literally have a third mutual friend that has a crush on Teruaki, by the way, but hides it, to go around with them and translate everything for Nakamura that Hina says.
Okay.
I'd call this a love triangle, but the problem seems like Hina is totally into another guy. Something that is driving Nakamura crazy. So on one side, he likes Hina, and Higa likes him. When Hina likes no one, yeah, I'll tell you what.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's interesting.
I think the Anime Man was talking about this when it was a manga back in the day. So I
think I'll pass.
Yeah, it might be a hard pass.
It's not a recipe for disaster at all, right? Well, Let's just hope that when all of this is over, the characters won't have their hands on one another's throats and no, I don't mean it in the kinky way, you dirty-minded freaks. Up next...
No one said I was thinking that. Who said I was thinking that? Where did he get that information? How does he know my kinks?
What?
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 Welcome
We
to
have
Japan,
Welcome
Miss
to
Elf.
Japan, Miss Elf. Talk about dreams coming true. One moment you're sleeping, escaping reality, imagining you are adventuring in a different world, and the next you wake up and the girl from those dreams and fantasies is sleeping next to you. Half naked, I might add. This may...
Dollar
Doesn't
Door.
that happen a lot?
Is that Door Emily from ReZero or Amelia? Dollar Store Amelia.
The character just went along, did absolutely nothing, and got rewarded for it with one of the hottest elves that he has ever seen in his life. What kind of reverse isekai is this?
That looks like Amelia.
Except with bigger ears.
I have so many questions now that the first thing being, how do I do... Never mind. So anyway, the elf is reverse isekai to his world, and they both seem excited about that. So, good for them, I guess. Okay. And now the main character is out touring Japan with her, living the life, laughing, sightseeing, and falling in love with her in the real world. If you excuse me, I'm gonna go cry real quick. And up next we have Someday Will I Be the Greatest Alchemist?
Oh my god, stop with these fucking titles!
I feel like I've watched an anime that had a similar title to this. Like this.
Another one of those given a useless power from the gods but is actually broken kind of anime. I swear I have nothing against this series per se, but after the plot is repeated for the 100th...
I swear what he just described is something I feel like I just watched already in a previous anime. That whole concept, I know I've watched it before.
I feel like this has been like... He's putting all the shitty anime towards the back. Oh, the last one's gonna be some hidden gem we didn't know about?
Maybe.
100th time, it kind of gets boring. And in my case, a little annoying. But anywho, maybe this one has something different. This main character was summoned by mistake, thought to be a hero. As a compensation from the goddess, she allowed him to pick any power he wants. And somehow...
Nope! I've seen this...
What?
Nice shot.
Yeah, good pause.
Woo, 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 woo. Nope, I've totally seen this anime before. I've seen this concept before. It's the same fucking thing.
The world did the same thing.
It's the fucking same thing.
Oh my god.
I can probably think of like 20 different anime in my mind, but I can't tell you what they are because I don't remember their names.
By sheer luck and coinkydink, this guy struck the mother of all jackpots by choosing the power of creation. With the power, you can create anything and simply...
Redo of healer.
Yes.
There's one.
We put, imagination is the limit in this power's case. So of course he becomes a wealthy, powerful merchant, cause why the heck not, am I right? And even though he wanted nothing to do with battle and being a hero, he ends up creating a party of remarkably powerful allies and sets out on adventures with them in hopes of becoming the greatest alchemist to ever live. It's a cliche of all cliches, but still I'll give the series the benefit of the doubt and use the 3-episode technique just in case. And up next we have Akuyaku Reijo Tensei Oji-san. I swear, after all the crazy kinds and ideas anime has been adapting for the last few years, nothing surprises me anymore. And this applies to the plot of the show as well. A 52-year-old man is reincarnated into the villainess of an ultimate game.
Oh my god, how many of these are they gonna make? This is the new hot shit. I've seen this happen. I've seen this trope so many times now, where they take it's always the same thing too. It's always the same thing. It could be whatever fucking person gets isekai'd into their video game to become the villainess. It's always the villainess.
What was the one you showed me where the lady got isekai'd because she was lonely?
And she went into the lesbian one, right?
I don't even want to say lesbian one. It was just...
Well, that one she fell in love with the villainess. But it's all the fucking same thing. It all has to do with this medieval looking ass fucking not cartoon, video game world that's a dating sim or something, and they all get reincarnated as a character, either actual villainous or someone who's around a villainous, and it has, I've seen this like 5 times now. This trope right here, 5 times in different kind of scenarios.
I'm getting tired of isekai anime at this point.
No, I can't mix it up. At least make it be. I became the villain character. Well, I think they've done that a bunch. Fucking okay, Overlord.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
His daughter used to play.
Same.
This guy just couldn't find a worse role for him to be in than the villainess of the story, since he is nowhere near being a.
And now we're doing a Tanya the Evil.
Yeah, Tanya the Evil did this. What the fuck?
As well as, let's see, this is also making me think of the Uncle Isekai. That one was interesting. It's just, yeah.
Okay, continue.
As
So
evil and
is he
haughty
gay?
as bad girls should be. And all that is thanks to his rigorous years working as a civil servant in Japan, of all places. And he is gonna try his best. However, to keep his role and advance the game as it should, we all already know that he is gonna botch that part.
Oddly enough, I think I'll watch this one because the idea seems hilarious.
It's gonna be
I think it'll be a good guilty pleasure anime.
It's gonna be you listen to it in the background anime.
Probably. So it'll probably be a C tier anime. And yes, I know
So
I keep
hard.
poking the thing.
And up next we have I am Behemoth of the S-rank monster, but I am mistaken as a cat and I live as a pet of Elf Girl.
What the
fuck title is that?
What
the fuck title is that?
Someone needs to go to Japan and teach him. You're not supposed the difference between a title
And a sentence?
and a sentence.
This is a sentence? There needs to be a period at the end of girl.
Oh my.
Wow. I gotta say, the plot is strong in this one. This anime, as the title clearly explained it, well,
Digimon.
It's about a guy that reincarnated into a behemoth. And in this world, behemoths are S-rank based with unparalleled power and might. One problem though, he looks like a tiny, defenseless, and powerless kitten that gets adopted by a busty elf warrior. I mean...
I feel like I've seen this too.
The dog isekai. That was like the what the fuck. That was a what the fuck anime.
I was gonna... But yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, he's putting all the shit anime towards the back.
Yeah. Back of the bus.
It's not like he is even slightly angered or annoyed by his new accommodations as a member of the party of some of the hottest girls out there. Oh, gosh. But still, he is trying to regain his power and unlock the abilities this behemoth potential of his hides. And anywho, on to the next one, we have headhunted to another world from Salaryman to Big Four. Imagine this, a regular Salaryman.
I feel like someone's trying to copy Overlord's homework here.
They're copying everybody's homework at this point.
Yeah.
And just trying to get through his 9 to 5 and suddenly finds himself into a fantastical setting. But instead of being a hero, he's armed with nothing but his office skills and a briefcase full of determination. Oh, and did I mention he is working for the Demon King as one of his 4 high generals?
Hey, look,
Expect
Demon King.
plenty of laugh out loud moments as Taro tackles the challenges of being a salaryman in a realm where magic reigns supreme. Can he turn his mundane skills into something extraordinary? You bet he can, and this is one of those shows that I will be watching this season and enjoying to the max. And up next...
No.
What the fuck title is that?
Oh my god, I just landed on it. But no, I just wanted to talk about that other one. No.
Just no?
Just no. Stop it.
All the no?
Stop it.
Nothing but the no?
Stop it. Everyone's losing fucking creativity here.
We have the unfavorable job appraiser is actually the strongest. In a world where adventurers are celebrated for their strength, our protagonist, Kale, gets stuck with the seemingly dull job of an appraiser. But don't let that title fool you now. Kale's abilities are about to shatter every stereotype out there. His ability isn't as others think it is, as it has a great ability of appraisal, analyzing, and enhancing any equipment out there.
No!
Whereas the sharper the blade and sturdier armor is what makes
So it's another, oh, well, it's a dull power, but it actually is broken in some ways.
Redo of healer again.
the difference between a victory and a loss. It is the age of the underdogs and time to show the gods and everyone that ever made fun of his talents that it doesn't matter what talents you possess. Now we move on to Magic Maker, how to create magic in another world. Now, imagine being transported to a vibrant fantasy world where magic is all around you. Our hero, Haru, finds himself in just that situation. But instead of being gifted with powerful spells, he's just a regular guy who has to invent his own magic from scratch.
Seen this too.
Yep.
Like jobless reincarnation. What was that one with the assassin and stuff? There was another one like that. God, I seen this. Seen this.
That's right. Haru uses his creativity and intellect to craft spells and magical tools, turning ordinary items into extraordinary wonders. With each episode, we'll see him experiment, fail, and ultimately succeed in ways that will keep you on the edge of your seat. And coming close to the end, we have Failure Skill Nutmaster. It became now...
What?
Okay, that one sounds interesting. Nutmaster.
Possible to eat as many skill fruits as you want. With each fruit he devours, Riku gains extraordinary abilities, transforming him from an underdog into a powerhouse. Now, imagine being able to mix...
Okay, fun title, but I know you. I swear we watched this anime too. It was the one with the guy evolutionary nuts.
Oh,
and
evolutionary fruit.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. And he eats the fruit and he became sexy. He was a little fat kid.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I feel like I've seen this one too. Good try. You almost got me with your title.
And match skills at will, from super strength to elemental magic.
Boring.
The possibilities are just endless.
Boring.
Okay, I might have gone a bit far with my excitement for the show, so just allow me to explain. In the case of this world, skills do grow on trees. And I know that it said nut master, but it's definitely not what you think. They're just nuts. Anywho, they grow on trees, and thanks to the useless ability called...
Dude, if you're gonna do something like this, make your nuts like devil fruits, where they actually have interesting powers.
Yeah.
Make them like fucking stands. You're gonna use just, it's a power-up fruit. Boring. Boring.
Let's get to the last. What's the last anime coming out?
Boring.
Nutmaster. Riku is able to consume any fruit and the skill it possesses infinitely.
Nuts.
Yeah, you heard me right. I didn't stutter.
Nuts.
Infinitely.
Nuts.
So potentially he could become easily one of the strongest, if not the strongest being.
So he can eat all the devil fruits without exploding.
He mastered nutting.
He mastered nutting.
In his world. And I will go to an even bigger stretch. He could potentially become the strongest in anime, even stronger than Featherine and Akuto to Sai, if he consumes just enough
reach
fruits.
your fifth.
Just imagine the possibilities. And finally, we have Sakamoto Days. I guess the long-lost brother of the coach from Slam Dunk has been finally found. Sakamoto Taru, the former greatest hitman in the world, gave up that life he was once living for love and decided to settle down with his wife, laying low and living a normal life as a convenience store clerk. Honestly, kind of sounds like John Wick, just without him becoming a store clerk. However, you don't get into such a life without making a lot of enemies in that time. And now that past is back to haunt him. Barred from killing, he is going to have to get creative in ways to subdue his enemies and end their pursuit of him. Will he manage? Will he go back to his old ways? No one really knows. And that, my friends, is the ultimate winter season list of anime.
I like how it just went from, okay, I'm excited, to what the shit is this coming out?
Yeah.
Except for that last one. That one looks interesting.
Yeah, I'd probably give that last one a try. Well, that's the 2025 winter anime coming up. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Alright, next video. We'll kill a little bit of time before the countdown. Bruce 2 Y2K.
Yeah.
YouTube intro.
Hi. I'm Nesca. It's B Rice. We are watching some Y2K stuff because the ball's gonna drop in less than 2 hours for us.
technically 30 minutes Eastern time.
Yeah, but 2 hours for us.
But remember when Y2K was a thing back in the day?
Yes, because we're old.
It's the 25th anniversary of
25th anniversary. Yay.
New Year's Eve, 1999. Where were you at the time? Well,
Hold on. 1999, Pizza Summer. Great days. Breakdown, breakdown.
Okay, do you remember that New Year's Day? Weren't you tell me your dad was panicking that day for the Y2K?
Yeah, a little. Yeah. I was turning 9. Well, no, I was turning 10.
Yeah.
I was turning 10. I didn't give a damn. I don't remember shit. It was just boring. I remember the news being on a bunch. I remember my dad acting like a dumb fuck. But other than that, it was...
Didn't you say you filled your bathtub up with water because he was panicking?
Yeah. He thought there was not going to be any water or something. He filled the bathtub up with water.
wasn't even born yet. Shut the hell up. I'm not talking to you right now. This is for all those people that were alive back then. They got to stare death right in the old poop chute and witness the scariest thing on earth at the time.
Speaking of which, it's my birthday.
It'll be your birthday in an hour and a half.
It'll be 35. I'm Orin. I'm Orin from Final Fantasy X. An old man.
Y2K. Ah! Oh my god! Now, real quick, if I accidentally say Y2J instead of Y2K, you'll have to forgive me. I watched a lot of WWF as a child. Break the walls down! Now, for those of you that don't know what the hell a Y2K is, well, it's when everybody on the planet collectively lost their mind because of a date format problem. Of all things, what the hell? Yeah, apparently back in the day, when programmers were making software, they would half-ass it and use a 2-digit year format instead of a 4-digit year format.
Alright, I can kind of explain why they did this back in the day. Back in the day, memory on a computer was...
Potato.
Expensive.
Potato.
When they first programmed computers way back in the day, a 5 megabyte hard drive, not a 5 gigabyte,
Potato.
was $3,000.
Potato.
Yeah. So they had to cut the memory, they had to save, memory wherever they could. So they lopped off, they made the year a 2-digit number instead of a 4-digit number. And when no one thought about, what happens when the year 2000 rolls over? Because people didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah.
Format. Well, that's all fine and dandy in the 80s and 90s, but what the hell happens when the year 2000 rolls around? Well, some people thought that all the computers would suddenly think it was the year fucking 1900, and then they'd get all screwy, and the whole computer infrastructure of the entire world could possibly collapse. Oh my god! Now, if it's just your dusty-ass Windows 98 fucking up, well, that's one thing. But then there's, like, bank software we gotta worry about. Oh, piss! Fucking nuclear power plant software and shit. Oh, piss! What happens if CoolMathGames.com goes down? Yeah, we're talking about the fucking possible apocalypse here. This is some serious.
Did you ever have play those computer math games back when I was?
Yes, of course.
I played one that was, what was it?
I remember being a little kid and having to beg my parents to buy a $300 computer back in the day.
Which probably what, $900 in today's money?
Probably. But so what's the Y2K now? What's the Y2K for 2025?
Actually, technically, it already happened when CloudStrike did their update. It crashed all of Windows systems if you had CloudStrike antivirus on it.
Huh.
Yeah, and a bunch of airlines had to cancel flights, banks went down.
Oh.
Like it literally was Y2K.
Oh. When was this?
This was back in August, I want to say.
Oh, of 2024 this year?
Yeah.
Oh.
They did an update and it crashed. It basically, and you had to go in and manually, you couldn't just turn the computer back on. You had to go into programming and delete the software line by line.
Shit. Hey, it didn't affect everything though, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't have CrowdStrike, you'd be fine.
Is the 2025 supposed to be the aliens?
You're obsessed about the fucking aliens.
Aliens!
shit. Well, needless to say, people started to lose their shit the closer it got to New Year's Eve 1999. All of a sudden, all the assault rifles were sold out at Kmart and shit. People back then bought cases of water for Y2K like people bought fucking toilet paper for COVID. It was nuts.
Yeah.
You got Bill Clinton on TV trying to calm people down and shit. I did not have relations with that computer program. Now, I was 9 years old at this time, so I had a very piss-poor understanding of what this whole Y2K thing was about in the first place. In my head, I thought, like, all the electronics in the world were gonna go wacky at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve, and then we'd have, like, some fucking...
You know, when I was just ignoring it. I was just thinking my dad's just being fucking crazy for no reason.
I think I got a taste of it, but I didn't think about it. I just remember being at my grandparents' house when New Year's rolled over, and it became the next year, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, all I knew is my birthday was coming up, so buy me shit.
maximum overdrive shit going on. All of a sudden, arcade cabinets are electrocuting people left and right. Fucking vending machines would huck cans of pop at Little League teams and shit. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. All I knew is that a lot of the adults around me were suddenly concerned about this whole thing. Right before winter break, my fucking teacher's like, everybody have a Merry Christmas and a very happy end of the fucking world. My Uncle Rick is spouting off crazy shit at Christmas dinner, freaking everybody the hell out. Fucking all the electronics are gonna come to life, and we're all gonna fucking die.
Was this your dad?
Maybe. No, I think like you said, it filled up the bathtub with water.
Hi, take it easy, Rick. You're scaring the kids. This is exactly the type of shit that made your wife leave you. So after a while, me and my friends just kind of casually accepted the fact that the world's probably gonna end on New Year's Day. So, what are you guys gonna do for the end of the world next week? I'm probably just gonna hide in the basement and make my peace with God. What about you? Oh, probably just bend over and kiss my little 9-year-old ass goodbye. Anyways, guys, wanna play Sega Genesis? Well, lo and behold, New Year's Eve rolls around.
Yeah, me, I was more interested in just watching, not Toonami, it was Toonami.
Adult Swim? No, you weren't watching Adult Swim with anything back in 2000.
Yeah, Toonami. There's Toonami. I was watching Dragon Ball Z. It was probably the Frieza versus Goku.
Arc.
Yeah, Arc, probably. I was more into that than to care what was going on around me. What games were you
playing at the time? Because you had Nintendo 64.
That's Super Smash Brothers.
You were playing... Super Smash came back in the 90s?
Yeah.
God damn, that's
damn,
old.
Damn it. Give me your phone. What year did Super Smash come out? The original.
We gotta figure this out. We're trying to just kill a little bit of time till 11.
Smash Bros. for the 64.
We gotta figure this out.
Year. Yeah, it came out in 1999.
Huh.
Exactly.
Who wants
So yeah, I was playing Super Smash. That's exactly what I was playing.
And my parents, of course, decide to throw a fucking party. It's the end of the world. Why not? Who gives a shit? The entire time I'm sitting on the couch like, hey, you guys think we should probably prepare for this whole Y2K thing? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I bought a few extra cans of SpaghettiOs just in case. I even got the ones with the hot dogs in them. You know, the good shit. We'll be fine. Meanwhile, Uncle Rick's picking a fucking fight with...
I hate the ones with hot dogs.
Yeah, my mom was like, dude, calm the fuck down. Nothing's gonna happen. My dad's like, but what if this happens? What if that happens? My dad was like overly cautious, and my mom was like, chill out.
Didn't your dad also have guns back in the day?
Yeah, of course.
What was it? Was that the time he shot it up in the air, or was that a different time?
I think that was a different time.
Alright.
With a microwave and shit. I'm on to you, you fucking microwave piece of shit. You're not electrocuting my ass at midnight. Take it easy, Rick. You're freaking everybody out. This is exactly why your fucking landlord filed a restraining order against your ass. Well, eventually, it's time for the big moment. It's time for the big countdown to midnight. So we all squeeze into the living room to watch the ball drop and possibly the entire world collapse live on TV. And for that entire countdown, I just kind of closed my eyes and pictured all the horrible shit that was about to happen. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And nothing fucking happened.
Happy New Year, I guess. What the hell?
Just like nothing's gonna fucking happen when New Year hits here.
Yep, pretty much.
Is it New Year's already somewhere else right now?
In Japan, on the rest.
Japan.
Well, Europe too. I mean, about 20 minutes it'll be New Year's in New York. which we'll switch over live and watch the ball drop in the last 5 minutes.
Okie dokie. Yamoo.
Alright, we'll continue.
Oh, wait, what? Nothing happened? We're not all gonna die? Ah, hell, it's a millennium fucking miracle. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance
Nothing's fucking happening.
be forgot? Holy fuck, we're...
It's so true. And then nothing fucking happened. At least that I remember. I don't know. I was fucking 9 at the time. Same here, brother. Happy New Year's from Bruce Do Films. A brave Y2K survivor. Me too.
We're not gonna die. My dear, for all we'll take a cup of kindness yet. Holy fuck, we're not gonna die.
That was Brewster's Y2K. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year's. Bye.
No, so I picked that we kill a little time before we get to New Year's. Chat music.
Alright.
Let's laugh. There we go. Pull that up.
So we're not doing the furry thing then?
We'll do it right after, because we're going to try to stay up to midnight here. Chat music. Alright, which... let's go to videos.
Pick one at random.
And this one. Okay, you want to do YouTube?
Hey, let's write
intro?
something. What rhymes with...
YouTube.
Hi, I'm Nesca. Blue Rawson. We are listening to random people singing.
We are doing what's called chat music, which is something I found through Nux, and apparently it's...
Supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Mood, as in... sleigh bells and carols, but I'm not
You'll see in a minute.
mood.
My uncle locked my bedroom and did something rude. They rejected his claim to get home and got screwed. My grandma fought it and I knew. I go to an African restaurant, they didn't have any food. On the bus, an old lady called me rude. I walked past a cow and it moved. I treat a food. I thought I fought it, but in fact I pooed. The passengers knew they were screwed.
I like the cow part.
Snyders are...
Nice and lubed.
It's on nice and lube. He did, he says my ass is his food.
She gotta give me sloppy toppy.
Was gonna give me sloppy toppy, but instead she chewed.
What? You horrified?
She was really into me, turned out she was a dude. Sat on my neck so fast without even getting interviewed. Police saw that person and said shoot. 7 beers also food, I shut it.
Hey,
What?
don't shoot. He's not black.
What was another good one? I saw this one. Oh no, this one.
If you comment some horse shit, I'm not gonna take you serious.
What?
If you comment some dumb shit, I'm not gonna take you serious.
Ignore the haters, keep your chin up, bro. He's built like the Snapchat logo.
He does look like the Snapchat logo.
What is the snap? Oh.
He does look like it.
How evolve his tiles, he's never owned a time. Necklace behavior until next time. Can't wear a necklace because he is necklace. What neck of the woods are you from? This guy is sticking his neck up for no one. This is the guy who can survive a car crash. Is the pimple on your neck or your chest? Bros never get choked out in a jiu-jitsu match. Master for head and shoulders with the neck rolls. Pentagram, look it up, buddy, immune to uppercuts. Dude is a whole new race of people. Mexican. Headlocks, neck reveal where. Shut it.
Oh God, I can only imagine what this one's gonna say.
Yeah. Obviously, it's.
Why does everybody ask me if I'm Latina? Isn't it obvious?
What happened?
Obvious a Latina and two others inside.
What happened? No, I need to know
It's
what
a butterface. It was the opposite of a butterface.
Butter body? Butter turkey. Butterball.
Didn't think a full solar eclipse was due for a while. Dora explored the
snack drawer too much.
Draw too much. Latina, Fatina. I an investment Argentina. Imagine she was 2 steps up there. Holy shit, that catfish had me for a second. Hasn't going, I would hit.
Oh God.
That's a cat whale, not a catfish. Latina, sounds of Argentina. You look like Fatila without the ema. Shut it.
Yeah, that one wasn't so good.
Bro can smell colors.
Oh damn.
Oh, what's wrong with his nose?
Bro can smell colors, bro breathing no vibe. Bro be making the trees work overtime. It's Mike Tyson, this is why George Floyd died. Can see your brain.
Jesus Christ! Oh, that
got dark.
That went dark fast. Dude, do you float when you smell?
When you smell pie, he's the reason we can't breathe in space. Dodge Remote has a free AirPod case. If you sit in the same room as bro, you might suffocate. Bro can't smell GTA 6 release date. The doctor didn't have to ask him for a deep breath. Bro doesn't snort a line, he snorts a paragraph. I can see his child memories and not back. Leave us some air, bro, you need to be paying your tax. If I can't have water, I want air, I know. So smells like AK Ultra HD mode. When farting bro is cooked, bro, I saw your frontal lobe. What season we cook can cause a hurricane with that nose. And then doesn't need to minimize the enter, bro. Bro uses a shovel to pick his nose. I smell danger and bro is white on the inside. I can smell sound, bro can smell cookies from websites. Bro can smell people's trees. Bro can smell us through the screen. Bro can smell colors, bro breathing no vibe. Bro be making the trees work overtime. That's Mike Tyson, this is why George Floyd died. I can see your brain deflate when you smell pie. Smell colors, bro breathing no vibe. Bro be making the trees work overtime. That's Mike Tyson, this is why George Floyd died. I can see your brain deflate when you smell pie.
What was the trunks? What was that?
I don't know. Oh, what's another good?
I'll never be president.
What? Which one? You?
The one at the bottom corner.
Ow. We'll do one more and then we'll switch over to live.
Alright.
I know slowly I'm shaded. This healing day one without stealing. Show me your hands, oh never mind. My scent rose getting on the guitar.
Oh! Oh my god!
What did you click on?
I don't know. Let's try not to get banned before the year's over. Oh. What?
That's an actual like
Skin
condition.
Yeah,
right?
you're losing the melatonin in your skin. It's like that's what Michael Jackson had.
So he says.
My hands are clean, 3% unlocked. Those hands cannot be carved. He found the hack, bro, listens to country rap. He's losing his N-word pass. He can't throw gang signs or run fast. But he can do the rest. The nignification in progress. 5% man of steel, 95% man of steel. Day one paying child support. I got black, I got white. What you want? What you want?
That was this. Now let's see if we can upload this without getting banned. I did not think that one was going to come out.
Wizard, you picked the worst one. Good job.
Alright, you want to end the video?
Thank you for joining us for these songs. Till next time, bye.
Bye. And if you're watching live, we're now going to hop on over to live New Year's Countdown. Which one? AP?
I don't care.
Which
Do
one?
Fox. Do Fox. Which one's Fox? I want to do Fox.
Oh.
What happened?
I guess that one's offline.
What does that mean?
Oh, I pressure click off. That's probably copyright music. Cause guess we. I guess we'll watch New York fireworks go off, or wait. Well, this is New Year's.
This program contains flashing images.
Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, London. That's the London. That big ass Ferris wheel in London. It's good for the toilet.
Or is that CGI there? Yeah, this is pre-recorded, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what happened to red, white, and blue. That's plenty. The fun fact, for my New Year's resolution, I found out a bit about myself. Apparently I'm 50% British. I got a DNA test.
Tweaking, 120 on the M-way speeding.
That's interesting. I'm 50% British.
bit of my heart be pumped into it.
Shiny. London.
people.
Hey, this song. What's your favorite singer? What's the one you hate? Teenage girl? Teenage dream.
Turn it way the fuck down so we don't get the stream taken down.
Colors.
Just stare at the pretty colors. So we got about what, 4 more minutes?
Until it's New Year's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, or New Year's in New York anyway, not here. We gotta get hour here.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
It's been one of the soggiest summers on record.
Hey, that's the Umbrella Corporation! Oh shit! Zombies are happening! Run, everyone, run! Why would they show an umbrella? Bryce, I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Cause that was the fucking Resident Evil.
Is the way.
We needed
What was
something
with
to
the
brighten
umbrella?
summer, and this is it.
Conspiracy!
A stunning games for Paralympics, GB.
The bronze medal for Great Britain. It's a silver medal. Gold for being brilliant.
What's going on?
I was talking about the Paris Olympics.
Welcome to the final of
Did they win or something?
2024.
Pretty sure they won something in Britain.
In the soccer?
Probably. We're not sports aficionados, so.
Is it Blue Lock? If it's Blue Lock, I'll be. Blue Lock's good. That was a good anime. What? Green!
Put it back down so it doesn't get the.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to do that. Why is this so green? Damn it, now I want an apple. Now it's red. Now it's blue. Don't scare me.
2024, the 80th anniversary of D-Day.
We were fighting for freedom. Freedom for everyone, not only for us.
I feel very proud I did something for peace.
We're gonna end it there because
That's nice. I like British stuff.
Alright, let's go back to live.
Why is it gonna work? Good luck! Wait, where are the aliens at again? Is that close to New York?
Yeah. There's a drone flies right into the.
Yes! Come on, this is live, right?
Yeah, this is live.
Come on, aliens, 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 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alien! Aliens! Aliens go!
That's not pathetic.
Aliens do things! Boring! Explode into a building! Do something! Shoot lasers at the ball!
What do you want?
Darn, the aliens didn't do shit! Hey, look, I'm 35 in New York right now. How the fuck does that work?
See, the Earth is a globe. I like something like the tank.
How does that affect time?
been playing Fallout. 'Cause I've been playing Vegas lately. Oh, it's raining there too. If you're on the East Coast, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
We still got another hour.
Where are the aliens at, damn it? Nothing fucking happens. Where's the end of the world prediction, huh? Huh?
You're awful about that.
Oh, some stupid end of the world prediction bullshit. Again.
Your aunt looked up.
No, something I read. Something. You know how to Bobby Yonder, right? No?
Shows how we're getting worse with those in the world predictions. I swear.
And then someone says something about the aliens will do something. They're not doing shit. They're the worst aliens ever. You want something like Mars attacks to happen? Oh yeah, that movie scared the shit out of me. That was the beginning of the movie that scared me. Where they turned all the horses into skeletons, and then they turned the one sergeant guy into the skeleton. That scared the shit out of me. Well, that was the ball drop in New York.
Yep. We still got another hour or
So let's watch something else.
Alright.
Make it there, I can make it anywhere.
Okay, do you want to talk about the 10-cent beer riot or laugh at furries?
Laugh at furries.
The same people who... Okay, YouTube intro. 3, 2, 1...
Hi, I'm Nesca. I'm the Rice. We're gonna be watching video of furries.
The people who brought you Space King apparently made this furry crusades.
Yay! I got a secret.
What?
I'm a furry.
Not to the level these people are.
I make my own furry outfits.
Alright.
You'll see me as a beautiful, shiny Articuno. I made that baby.
Alright, let's watch this.
Flash kids!
I think I love you, Bubblegum. Oh, Dark Wolf. You, me, right here in Furry Forest. This is
Oh my god, did you see the boobs on? Did you see the tits on that cat?
I got back. I was more pissed than the censored.
in Furry Forest.
Two furries being good friends.
This is everything.
Squeeze.
The same people brought you Space Kings.
They fell right into our big gay trap.
Why is he Naruto cosplaying?
Oh.
I mean, I guess it's true for me. Furries do go to anime conventions a lot.
Did you miss the part where we fell right into our big gay trap? Did you miss that part?
Yeah, maybe.
Now, guys.
Oh dear God.
Oh, come on! It's tits! It's furry tits. How is that not hot?
Their numbers know no end, brother. Brother? Avenge me, brother!
didn't go that far, but I think he's gonna rub his ass.
No, that is a dick. Okay, maybe. Okay, so he became the butt plug instead.
Horrible way to die.
Censored. Hard work.
More hugging.
More hugging.
No mercy.
When you have no other choice, when the suicide is the only answer.
Hey, Tails. Wanna go mess with Dr. Eggman? Sure!
The Sonic movie was good, by the way.
Run, Sonic! Run!
Not Rouge!
Sonic, the Chows!
Not the Chows! The Chows in the Chow Garden! Why would they kill Rouge? She's hot!
I'll go get help!
Fuck that bee kid. That I don't even remember that character's name. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Chainsaw!
Oh god.
The plot. Hey, there's some fireworks.
Tails! Sonic! What's going on?
Mutant.
Rainbow.
Brother?
Attack!
What is that?
You know what that is.
I'm scared.
Jizz gun.
Quickly, Sonic! We gotta go! They're killing all the furries! We're the resistance!
I'm not a furry!
Oh, please, honey. Time to go!
Oh yeah, stretch that out. You know what that looks like. Oh god!
You brutes!
Ow!
The blue fur escaped, brother. It matters not. There's not enough distance or loop-de-loops in the galaxy to outrun the glory of our crusade.
You'll never get us all! We fuck like rabbits!
We will spade and we will neuter until there's nothing left!
Bob Barker's message lives on.
Now do my ass!
Oh, God.
Furry disease.
They have seen that.
Listen to me, Abomination. Your death will be quick if you reveal the source of your corruption.
You're too late. Our spread has already begun. The planet will fall, just like every other before it.
I understand. You were human once. But you were once called
Don't you say that name! Don't you say it!
Stephen.
Damn. So that's what happens.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, how is it like being inside a fursuit?
Probably like that.
Come on. Tell me
To be
about.
fair, we do a great ape. It was a great ape cosplay.
Just because it's an anime-based fursuit does not mean it's not a fursuit.
Anyway.
You are a furry. Accept it.
I'm Strong Fang now! First in my name! My power knows no bounds! I can even almost blow myself! Watch!
Your powers are greatly diminished. Did you really think we wouldn't find your magical artifacts during sedition? You're getting pretty close. Brother, wait! You're caught in a spark field! Who's draining you of your energy, brother?
Oh, inflation.
Oh, dear God.
That's fun. It looks like the Stay Puff.
I like how the voices sound similar from Space King.
Well, it's the same people.
I know, but I just like that.
They probably use the same guy. Same guy.
The mark of heresy.
Alright. That's what makes all furries, right? Space.
To be fair, they draw Lola Bunny pretty damn thick back in the day. The new one sucked.
Yeah, you're right. Lola Bunny was pretty hot.
This cannot be where it all started. Anyone would admit she's pretty hot. It's a totally normal reaction. That doesn't make me a furry.
Lola was the beginning, but she's not the source. She merely awakened what already lurked in the depths of our humanity. You want our existence to have an easy answer, something you can point to and stop. But there is no stopping us, so long as there are outcasts with no dad to play catch with. Or
That hurts you even more, doesn't it?
Not me, you.
Hey, my dad wasn't that bad. Continue.
Your dad was not there.
Just continue. I don't want to get into that. Let me play.
Or lonely homeschooled boys with internet connections. Or a...
To be fair, I feel bad you were in the middle of nowhere school. And you didn't have internet connection.
We did. It was called dial-up
shit.
at a wonderful 110 kilobytes a second.
Asians, our seeds will find fertile soil. How can you stop an idea?
You underestimate the amount of rope we have.
See, I got into being a furry because cosplay. I did cosplay first, and then I thought, hey, mascot outfits are pretty cool. Especially if I can make being a giant Pokemon. I thought being a giant Pokemon would be
fun.
fun.
The giant Pokemon, the Chocobo suit you made.
You see giant Chocobo, Articuno, great apes.
And now you're behind a Vtuber model.
I can't fursuit this. Unless I turn it into a... something.
Let's continue.
Avenge the fallen. By buying our t-shirt.
Did I just get licked?
Stop oogling me, furry.
Creepy.
You can still get out of this. You can still repent.
Bring me your
Are you sure? He does have a way of making people change their minds.
I fear death.
Let's get you out of that stuffy armor and find out.
This one I've never seen.
I think I have seen it. Just it's funny. Go.
Oh. Wow. So we went from furry hentai to tentacle hentai.
Furry brings cool sword. Oh dear God.
What? The furry brandishes a cool sword.
I don't think it's a sword.
That is cool. Tentacle rape. Another cool sword comes up from behind its back. Yay! Oh no! It's cool swords!
Oh.
Are hydras! Tentacle hydra!
Last chance! It's time to repent for your sins, Templar. When you called us anal moles, petophiles, and furgets, that was very hurtful. Now say you're sorry.
Aww.
Say you're sorry, and Star Sparkle won't have to fuck you to death.
Retards.
The fur.
Do you think he lived or died?
I'm gonna go with died.
No. He just fucked.
The first contact.
This planet was called Pulchra once. It is no longer that.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
A strange corruption that we would later know as the Lupus Mortem had spread across its surface like a disease.
You place the
Myself and 9 other battle brothers were tasked with investigating to see if the world could be saved. 5 of us were dropped into a thicket of dense lilac long grass to investigate areas of interest. The other 5 were taken to a safer landing zone, 40 miles south, to a clearing in the jungle. We lost contact immediately. Brother Brevecto was the first to be taken.
It's like, shit, what is that?
Predator?
Yeah, thank you. So you go to a new world, and you're unfamiliar, and then you get picked off one after another.
Have you all watched Space King? Yes.
Yes!
We react to it on our YouTube, too. And
This is by Space King, peoples. That's why we're watching
it. We died laughing watching it.
Uh-huh. Yes. Part 2 is really fun. That poor kid.
This creature pounded upon him, piercing his armor with its mandibles and leaping away. We heard him die on our comms. But with our auspex jammed, we had no choice but to press on. Brother Vtuber also fell in that matted forest. It was then that we came upon the most striking landmark of the planet. A singular mountain that pierced the sky, red and angry. Just beyond this rocky terrain laid our destination, and hopefully our brethren. I gave you...
Thank you for...
What do you think?
Oh.
Just continue.
I think I know what that was. And I'm scared now.
It was then, thinking it prudent to avoid more of the jungle parasites and to gain a greater advantage of our surroundings. It was only when we were halfway up that the seismic activity of the mountain became apparent. This surprised us as the orbital scan.
And a happy new year to you too. Error 404 virus. Don't crash our new computer, please.
It's technically 11 o'clock where we're at, so we're on Central Time.
11:21. Happy New Year. Also, it's my birthday.
It'll be your birthday in 38 minutes.
I'm old.
Scans had shown no active tectonic plates or magma chamber in this region. The first pyroclastic flow took right over. He was granted the Emperor's peace. And peace it was.
Oh, someone on YouTube.
For what we saw once we reached the summit will stay.
Sorry.
Happy New Year's to you too.
What was that? Wolves Are We TV.
Wolves Are We TV. Cute name. We're watching furry stuff.
And being horrified.
Forever.
Ah, yeah.
What was it? We thought we had been observing the planet. The planet was observing us.
Oh.
Well, you heard of the concept of living on a giant turtle, right?
Is the turtle a furry?
Maybe. It'd be a scaly then, yeah.
We descended down the mountain with all the haste our keen-forged bodies were for us, until we came upon the landing zone, where we found our brethren locked in combat with worm-like creatures. The ground pulsated beneath.
Yes, you're very observant. We had fleas, tapeworms, and a red cock.
Oh.
So they are definitely around the crotch.
Threatening to swallow our ship. 4 battle brothers died to allow us to escape with the information I present before you. Brother Carsten, Brother Veloxar, Brother Bea, and Brother Ivermectin. Their names will be entered into the litanies of remembrance. Am I to understand we must leave Pokra to die?
They died very shamefully.
Through the butthole.
No, brother. We must help it die. Reality has fled Pokra. Insanity bubbles at its core. Tides of madness spring forth, twisting and breaking the landscape into shapes that cause the human mind to babble and bray. Pokra has broken from reality, and now, truly, it must pass from it.
That's the worst neutering ever. Neutering to the extreme.
I think they're trying to drop a Geno bomb on them.
Let the lesson be, don't go to furry planet.
Thank you for joining us and watch our Space King video.
I guess we'll end it with the Carnage of the 10-Cent Beer Ride by Count Dankula. I watched this last night and it was funny.
I want to get me some more alcohol. Shit, get me some more alcohol.
I'll play it, then I'll get you alcohol.
Get me some,
Little
pour me some
short,
alcohol
easy
in
breezy
here.
video to round
I
out
wanna
the
get
year
drunk
because I've worked
while
very, very
watching
hard this
about
year and I think
drunk.
I deserve a little bit of a break. After all, it's New Year and that means it's time for drinking. And
Speaking of which, hi, I'm Nesca. It's New Year's. I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna watch video about people getting drunk. Yeah!
I am quite partial to the odd beverage. I like to slither around the main street at night on my hell march with the lads. I am something of a social creature.
Hello, saw your shoe on head video. You guys were funny. Thank you. I'm about to get drunk for New Year's.
I put a little bit in there.
Only a whittle.
Don't go too crazy with it.
Oh, damn, it burns.
Yeah, that's why I said I only put a little in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's watermelon vodka mixed with cherry wine.
Yeah, did you forget about that part?
Yeah. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Let's continue.
Sure, after all. I like to emphasise the latter portion of the term party animal. At least, before the responsibilities of adulthood wrap their vice-like grip around my purse and cease my flow of loopy liquid, but until then I will be the scourge upon the local pubs, clubs, bars and house parties.
Okay, I gotta ask something.
What?
What is,
Scottish.
You Scottish?
Yeah.
I'm 19% Scottish, I found. I am related. Ish. Tiny-ish.
Did you see the short called Batman vs. Santa?
No, I have not.
Maybe we'll check that out if we have enough time to check after this.
Yeah, after this video, we'll check it out. Sound cool? Yeah. Thank you for the recommendation.
None of which I'm allowed back to. But as we all know, while alcohol can lead to a lot of fun, it can also lead to absolute carnage. And there was one night where the trumpets blew and the masses spewed forth in a lager-fueled fury of the ages. A short yarn of great fun that led to many alcoholics from all around the world looking back and saluting at their finest hour. 10-cent beer night.
10-cent beer night. I don't like beer. I remember the first time I ever drank beer, I was 4 years old, and I thought it was a cup of apple juice. And hey, fireworks!
Did someone set off a firework like at half an hour early?
Yes, they always do.
I miss our neighbor. He had good fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
Harold had like M80s. He would blow shit up all the time.
There was like... Dude?
What?
We had like 5 deaths this year.
Yeah, we did. Shit.
See, our neighbor died. First, our neighbor's wife died. Then our neighbor died. So our neighbors are just... We literally have no neighbors. Because we live right in front of a cemetery. So our neighbors to the back of us are just dead people. All of our neighbors died next door to us. We're on the corner street. So, yeah, we have, like, no neighbors. Let's see. Then, my dad died. Then, my great-uncle died. And then, apparently, my aunt's husband died. Mom told me her sister.
Oh.
Her sister we don't know, so it's...
Well, I don't count if I never met the person.
It's a relation thing, you know?
Even still.
So many deaths.
Yeah, oh, indeed.
Yes. Yeah, my dad died.
Anyway, let's get back to laughing at stupidity.
I think I need some, like, liquid in here.
Here, pour a little bit of this.
No, I don't want diet soda. Yuck.
Fine, I'll get a water. Be right back.
Yes, give me...
You get play while
Give me the purpley bottle. The pomegranate bottle. Da. I need something to drink with this. I said the purple one, not the pink one. This isn't purple, this is pink.
Please leave a like and a comment on this video because it really helps me.
For me, I don't drink any soda. I used to say Diet 7-Up is the only one I'll drink.
Actually, it's a Pepsi Max what I've been drinking, so
It is still nasty.
In the algorithm. Today's sponsor is Me, because we don't have many sponsors this month because the economy is in the toilet. Thank you, Biden. But anyway, this is where I take the opportunity to just shout out my own stuff because I definitely don't do that enough. So if any of you...
You know what? Here's a cheers. Getting the Biden administration out of the office. I'll cheer to that.
Cheer to just cheer to a new year. What's this cheer to a new year?
Hope that we don't go into World War III because of it. Actually, that made it taste good. That actually tastes good.
Just want to go over and subscribe to my second channel where I usually do about 2 uploads a day, usually talking about news and politics and mostly free speech centered subjects. And also, if all of you want to subscribe to the Patreon, because there's actual perks on there now. I'm sure you've seen by now, you get your name listed at the end of the video. Also, we have some chat rooms and stuff like that where I give some insider information on upcoming videos, and there's just all kinds of perks now. So, if you want to go onto the Patreon or the Subscribe Star where you get the exact same perks, that would be smashing, that would be wonderful. So, if you could all go and subscribe to the second channel, if you could all go and tell your friends about this channel, because YouTube does not share me in the algorithm at all. And also, if you could just sign up to the Patreon, sign up to the Subscribe Star, get yourself some nice little perks, get your name listed at the end of videos so that you can be rendered permanently unemployable forever and probably monitored by MI5. That would be lovely, that would be fantastic, and it helps me continue to do this work that I love so much, and I think some of you love so much. Most of you. Some of you. But anyway, go do those things. I'll love you forever. I'll give you a great big kiss on your forehead, and I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas. We begin in June of 1974 in the Zoomer Rot state of Cleveland, Ohio, where we see the beginnings of a baseball game between the Cleveland Indians, the home team, and the incoming challengers, the Texas Rangers.
Oh, Texas is involved, hey?
Yay.
Okay, so what is this? Okay.
It's a baseball, it was just a regular baseball
10-cent beer night. So it's at a baseball game as our setting.
Yeah.
This is where the anime opening
in the mid-70s, too.
Okay, so our anime takes place in the 70s at a baseball game, and there's 10-cent beer. Continue our story.
They have a little bit of history with each other, but anyway, the showdown was set to take place in the creatively named Cleveland Stadium. That night was shaping up to be a typical occasion in the colonies, and that would have been the case if not for the Cleveland Indians deciding to try and boost attendance for the game by utilising the ambrosia of the working man, alcohol. You see, this had been done before. Back then, it was a semi-frequent method to promote attendance to such sporting events by divvying out scrumptious alcoholic beverages for delectably low prices.
You know, it's the opposite now. They lower the ticket prices and sell beer at like $20 for the tall cans.
Damn.
No, remember the cans of beer was like, for the like those big cans, it was like, what was it, $18, $19?
Shit.
I can.
I'm glad I'm not an alcoholic. Of course, I could be.
With the drinks being paid for at least 3 times over, plus profit due to the ticket sales. Sure, it was a little bit of a hit to the profit margins that wouldn't have been quite as squeaky, but in terms of exposure, it was fantastic. That's why we see the appearance of, for example, dime beer days in Houston and Milwaukee, and in 1971, a nickel beer day in our own Cleveland Stadium. So, of course, when the idea was floated...
Can't do that anymore, can they?
Bullshit, hey, they do the opposite now. They've worked, how much can we charge you more?
Yeah. And instead of a nickel beer, it's $20 beer.
What was it that we saw? If someone was showing off, like at Raider Stadium, they had a pizza delivered that was burnt, that was like $300.
I can't remember, but that's the waste of money there. Oof.
Once more, to partake in such a strategy for this upcoming game on June the 4th, it made perfect sense. They settled on 10 cents per cup, with up to 6 cups per purchase. This is
So for under $1, you could buy 6 cups of beer.
How big were the cups? Cups like this?
Probably like that.
That's pretty good.
Completely uncharted territory. Completely unimaginable, especially today when you're averaging around a tenner each minimum for a cup of lager-flavoured water. However, they may not have realised that there was trouble to be had on this night, due to the previous match between the Rangers and the Indians resulting in a scuffle that escalated into a bench-clearing brawl. That's when all of the players get up off the benches and run in to brawl. This spat between the two teams seemingly resulted in a smidge of bad blood between the fans, made worse by the fact that the Indians fucking sucked at baseball. So when the rematch was announced in the Indians' home turf, there was no fear of reprisals, as according to the Rangers...
Which one was the Indians?
The Ohio.
Go Texas! I don't care about baseball, but yay, Texas.
Manager Billy Martin, they don't have enough fans there to worry about. This is the same Billy Martin who lost to a guy named Gaylord Perry. That's his actual name. Apparently, he was an incredibly accomplished player, but I don't care about baseball. This guy's called Gaylord.
Why does that name even exist?
You know he got bullied in high school. Of course, I don't think gay meant that back in the day, too.
Oh, yeah, in the 70s?
Maybe. Gay used to mean happy way back then.
Yeah.
So...
On topic, it turns out that Billy was sort of correct. But not really. While it is true that there were very few die-hard Indian fans present, due to the promotion of the 10-cent beers, the demographics started shifting, and more importantly, swelling, with there being a sudden influx of younger people who just showed up and wanted to get absolutely fucked up for a very affordable price.
By the way, back then the drinking age was 18.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So you get a bunch of dumb kids coming to your... I think I'm seeing where this is headed.
And there was enough of them present that there ended up being double the amount of people in attendance than predicted. Before the match had even started, the beer was already causing problems.
Oh, no.
The beer trucks were understaffed and absolutely overwhelmed by the inebriated hordes.
Oh, so do you think they just took over the trucks?
Yes.
Shit.
And the staff of the trucks just walking out and leaving the crowds to fill their own pipes. There was also the...
I'm not getting paid enough for this. Fuck this shit.
It's like zombies of drunk alcoholics. Just taking over the...
Just abandon it.
It's Ohio, too.
Presence of flashers and mooners, a random woman walking onto the pitch who was trying to kiss the umpire, as well as streakers making their appearance, with one of the latter sprinting for his fucking life across the pitch with nothing but one sock on.
That was the best outfit ever. I see nothing wrong. Is this where streaking first came from?
Oh, that streak's been around for a long time.
Jeez. It's free!
This was a sign that tonight was going to be anything but a normal game of baseball. So the match starts, and honestly it seems like for the first half of it, it was a little bit rowdy, but otherwise it was uneventful. The odd pitch invasion occurs and a minor scuffle between players broke out that resulted in chants from the shit-faced crowd, but other than that, it was smooth sailing.
But...
Until it wasn't. When the Rangers argued against a call from the umpires over an assault on the pitch from a Cleveland player, an enraged gaggle of drunken teenagers started throwing firecrackers and apparently cherry bombs into the...
Well...
Teenage. You know.
Drunk teenage. Okay. So
One,
teenagers, alcohol plus firecrackers equals
and a cherry bomb, which is 10 times stronger than a firecracker.
Did someone get hurt? Someone get hurt?
By the way, you know,
Angels.
Yeah.
back then they didn't card anybody too, so you know there's probably 15-year-olds in there drunk in the crowd.
Dugout. This was, of course, on top of the usual hot dogs, cups, empty glass bottles, and other such projectiles that were being launched in there. With the atmosphere growing more
I
and
have to show you something after this. This actually something happened like this at a NASCAR race.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you after this.
Yeah, let's continue.
more tense by the minute. It wasn't long before there was one event that lit the whole powder keg. Yeah, I totally thought I could have got this filmed in time before I had to go to my appointment at the barber's, and obviously I was wrong. But anyway, what ended up happening was a drunken Indians fan by the name of Terry Yerkich invaded the pitch and tried to steal the hat off of Rangers player Jeff Burrows. Yerkich proceeded to fail the quick time event and he dropped the hat. Upon looking up, he found Jeff staring down at him, looking rather angry. And Jeff then proceeded to start beating the absolute shit out of Terry.
Someone does not want to be fucked with.
Well, you're a baseball player. Some drunken fan that's not your team comes up and tries to grab your hat. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
Oh boy.
Because, of course, when Jeff stumbled during a kick, his teammates saw him falling, to which they naturally assumed that Terry had started attacking him. So all 25 of them started swarming Terry, carrying baseball bats to break it up. Naturally, the drunken Indian fans in the bleachers saw the entire Rangers team swarm one Indian with weapons. So they all decided to get involved. All of them.
It's like... Okay, so you got the one guy, he gets attacked, and then the attack fails. He goes on the attack, and then a group comes in to break up, but then the other group thinks that they're attacking, so they come in to attack, and you just got a whole war going on.
This is how World War I started.
Seriously?
Kind of, in a way.
Carrying both makeshift weapons like chains, folding chairs, and clubs
from
torn up parts of seats to real weapons like fucking knives. It seems as though this.
When you're too okay, I'm guessing the people who brought in the real weapons.
Back then, they didn't scan anybody. You know how
they were probably the drunk ones, I'm sure.
Also, you know how we go to the Kansas Speedway? We have to go through security.
Right, that didn't exist back then.
No, they did not.
Grab it there. Reinforcements.
Reinforcements, indeed.
Ah! Charge!
Was to be Little Bighorn all over again. So what you would expect to happen, happened. A massive all-out brawl broke out, with the Rangers players, umpires and security staff squaring off with the mighty native warriors of the Empty Cup Nation. Sadly...
The Empty Cup Nation. Oh my god. Did someone die?
I don't think anybody did, but continue.
People got hurt, at least.
There seems to be very little footage actually available of this event because who the fuck would want to see that, right? Due to the entire game being put on hold following the outbreak of war, the umpires and security, as previously mentioned, scrambled to restore order and contain the rogue fans. The Indian players came in to assist the Rangers and help them to retreat to the highly defensible dugouts, culminating in what I consider to be the true second Alamo. Grabbing bats and hunting.
Well, Texas was involved.
Oh my god, it is the Alamo. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that.
all about? I'm so fucking drunk right now.
Down, desperately fending off the estimated 200 invaders. In time, however, the cavalry was called in. That being the Cleveland police and a couple of dozen boys from the local SWAT team. A little spritz of tear gas later, and almost everyone had cleared out, with the last stragglers making their final stand in the Rangers' dugout. A fitting piece of symbolism. So...
What?
So apparently one of them stood and fought to the very end in the dugout.
Now that's a hell of a riot back in the 70s.
Yeah.
What are the casualties from this mighty clash?
Oh yes, I'm interested.
Well, I can quite confidently say that nobody died, otherwise
That's
this
good.
video would be 20 minutes longer due to the United States penchant for lawsuits. However, there were 9 arrests made, 3 bases were stolen, and multiple injuries were sustained, including Indian player Tom Hilgendorf getting boinked in the head with a chair. Alongside chief umpire and presumed elder vampire Nestor Chilak also falling victim to
shit.
weaponized furniture, being...
Ooh. You see that blood around his eye.
There's fireworks going off.
Yeah, more fireworks going off. That's some WWE level injuries.
struck in the head and drawing
WCW.
blood, presumably in retaliation for calling the game off and forfeiting in favour of the Rangers. So, what the fuck do we make of all this?
Yeah.
That beer days don't work? Well, that doesn't appear to be the case because a beer night was actually held in the same stadium just 2 weeks later.
Really?
And that one actually went just fine. With
Was it because of baseball? Is baseball the problem?
41,000 people attending without incident with these 2 simple tricks. Limit the amount of beers you could purchase per person from 6 down to 2, and have 200 police officers present and on standby.
There you go. There you go. Just they needed good regulations and actual rules, not just throw everyone in one big stadium and say, "Hey, cheap ass beer," and then everyone goes crazy, and that's how that happened.
Revolutionary, I know. So, who is to blame for all of this?
The
Well,
beer.
most of it seemingly is put on the umpires for not being assertive enough and maintaining control of the field. But at the same time, you can only do so much when it's just you and a few other lads facing off against a force that completely surrounds you and is just shy of a NATO standard battalion in size, and they are also all completely filled to the gunnels with cheap beer. I don't think the horde of frenzied foam suckers could be neatly blamed on Count Chilak, to tell you the truth. The fact that nobody died from this is one thing. The fact that there were only a few injuries is another. But the fact that this kinda just happened and it wasn't really seen as that big of a deal, and they decided to do it again just 2 weeks later, is frankly just pretty bamboozling.
Actually, it's kind of hilarious. I guess they figured, hey, it was fun, it was a good time, got a lot of people involved, let's do it again, but this time, be smart about it and have some regulations. Right. Well, thank you for
Actually,
joining us.
Before we go...
But you're going to show us something to relate to this before you go. We go. Let's go. I'm drinking alcohol here. What you showing me? You did a NASCAR?
NASCAR... let's see a beer...
NASCAR beer day?
Okay. Yeah. This I remember watching this live back in the day.
NASCAR was concerned about a lot of debris on the racetrack.
Because this watch what happens when Jeff Gordon kind of steals it from Dale Earnhardt Jr.
From that section of the grandstand.
What the?
That's what happens. Don't. You didn't see that.
See if I can find.
You might have to cut that part out when editing.
The Talladega Jeff Gordon, as would be the case for most of the day, the lead changed as Joe Nemechek took over. At the same time, Ricky Craven's number 32 went up in smoke. Intention.
So what
With 38 laps to go, everyone peeled off to make some of the yellow. With 4 laps to go, the Bud car came across first. The Talladega crowd went absolutely berserk, but as they came around again to 3 to go, it would be Jeff Gordon's blue Pepsi Chevy in front of the red 8. With 3 laps to go, the question now was whether or not they would go back to green, as NASCAR had deemed that Jeff Gordon was the leader. At the maximum, there'd be a 1-lap green-white checker finish, as at this time, NASCAR only raced to the scheduled distance of each race, so finishes under yellow were actually semi-common. And for the 2004 Aaron's 499, it became increasingly clear that this would happen again. The signal slowly trickled through the crowd, as on TV, replays showed Gordon ahead of Earnhardt at the moment of caution. It was becoming clear that Gordon was the winner. Junior?
Okay, so
basically,
what's our layout?
Back in 2004, you know how like they have a green-white checker now?
Uh-huh.
This is probably why they have it now. Basically, when they froze the field, Gordon was ahead of Dale Earnhardt, who at the time was the most popular driver in the sport.
Okay.
And they decided to say, fuck it, we're not going to restart the race. We'll let Gordon have it.
Oh, and people
Was
were
runner-up.
happy.
The cars idled around.
This is at the track we went to in 2020, by the way, in Alabama.
70 miles per hour under caution and went under the yellow and white flag. The crowd at this point had become absolutely disgusted. Only a year and a half ago, in 2002 at the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, the race had a similar yellow flag finish. This saw the crowd throw everything in sight, whether it be beer, coolers, or chairs, onto the racetrack. And on this cloudy April 2004 day in Alabama, the NASCAR world would see part 2 of this story.
Free all over the place out there, just watch it.
That final stop. And that's what NASCAR was concerned about. A lot of debris on the racetrack. However, that debris has come from that section of the grandstand. That's a sad commentary. The fans, of course, they want to see a green flag finish. Safety of the drivers, though, is paramount. And Jeff Gordon will win the Aaron's 499 over Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick.
Spike, how big to beat the DEI guys?
Woo, man, thank God somebody did. I didn't want to do it that controversial. I tell you, the Pepsi boys put it on the beer boys today, but
we're out on that racetrack too.
Yeah.
Look
I'm
at
not sure
beer
if they were
cans people
Pepsi
are
cans or
throwing
beer
at
cans, but there's a lot of aluminum out there on the track, that's for sure. So I
They're
did a
throwing
burnout over all those
everything they
cans.
can at 'em.
Man, I tell you what, this feels great to get back to Victory Lane and to celebrate these guys right here.
Did they just not like the 24?
That and Dale Earnhardt was, like I said, the most popular driver in NASCAR.
And then they just thought that
And
whole
everybody in
scenario
Talladega loved, because actually Dale Earnhardt Jr. at the time was on a streak at Talladega that got broke by this race.
Oh.
So people were pissed.
Wow.
I saw another race, someone threw a full-size, like, a cooler I got down in the basement, the big one.
Uh-huh.
Someone got pissed and threw it out on the fucking track. They were so pissed.
Shit. Well, let that be a lesson. Don't piss off drunk people. Thank you for joining us for New Year's. Get drunk, be merry,
Be responsible.
don't drive.
Be responsible.
Don't get into a NASCAR and drive. Love you all. Thank you for joining us.
We're going to see the last countdown before end of the year.
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, shit.
You gotta find the right one. Do the Fox one.
Or reload it.
See you next year. Yeah. I'll be old. Little wax.
Take it in. You can hear it. You can hear everybody's vibing. They're having a good time. Drinks in hand. We have our midnight kiss ready. They're getting ready. We're gonna see a midnight kiss here when the clock strikes midnight as well. And if we can, let's spin around and show you. Can we go to Broadway? Let's go to Broadway if we can.
Yeah.
Awesome, and it's gonna freeze.
Thing is just feet away from us. Now,
That's Fox. Maybe they don't like us streaming.
So, and that is going to happen. That is going to happen during these nights, especially when we're talking about a jam-packed crowd like Will is in. He's in the middle of a big cluster of people with cell phones.
They gotta do a ball drop
lot of them
again,
might
right?
be streaming themselves. They might be sending videos out.
Right.
Internet issues going to be commonplace when we're talking about a live image like that. If Will connects with us, we will.
Right. What's that anime music we could play?
Well, I got music playing right now.
This is music. 2 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. Whatever this is. So what's this? Ow. This news based or what?
It's probably just someone made their own thing.
We don't have our own thing, do we?
I can't find a live one. I'll just.
Daboosh.
Dallas celebration. You want to see a Dallas celebration?
Yes, I want to see Dallas.
Oh yeah, this is where Anime Dallas was a couple years ago.
Oh, it is cool.
Yeah, we were at that hotel.
Oh.
I never went up there because it's like super expensive at the time.
Yay, Dallas!
Well, as we get to the end of this year, our time, what are your thoughts about how this year went?
This year was shit.
Yeah. First half of the year was okay. Second half kind of sucked.
It went downhill very quickly.
Yeah.
Our president sucked. Life sucked. People sucked.
People passed away.
Everybody dying.
Especially passing away out of the room. Let's try to make 2025 a year.
How do you try and make something better if you have no control over it?
Control what you got.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Not sure. I don't do resolutions. Just change it.
Try to lose weight is the same thing every year.
Yeah.
And you still stay a fat fuck.
Don't get drunk over there.
Never. My New Year's resolution is become an alcoholic.
Mine's becoming a fat fuck, not the opposite.
Huh?
I'll do the resolution of being. Wait, what's up?
Get moving. Always balling.
They had a counter.
Where'd you do that?
Box 4,000.
Barfufa. Does the ball move?
No, I think it lights up. That's how the thing's built naturally.
Oh, it's a natural. And fireworks already going off back here.
Fireworks and gunshots.
There it goes. Woo!